from our shrine. It's our special incense, and nobody has the formula. It's only African Magic Temple who has this formula. So it is not a smoke whereby somebody will tag TikTok to tell them that we are smoking or we are showing tobacco. No, we're not showing tobacco. It is just incense and charcoal that is burning it. So please, I know people are out there to look for a way to discredit our work, but we are also trying to keep it up. So thank you all very much for coming to this midweek. This is our second episode of our midweek show, and we are going to take your questions, your comments, and your greetings, those of you who are here, and then we will try to work it. We are going to work for barely an hour today because they have been showing some videos already. Then we will just work for barely an hour, and then we will continue. We will leave you until next Sunday. Thank you all very much for being with us. I'm going to pour libation to the ancestors, and then after pouring the libation, I will take your questions, your comments, and your greetings. Thank you all very much. Yeah, today is Wednesday, the 6th of May 2026. Our second episode, a midweek episode, second one. So please, now I can put this one here if somebody wants to tell me. You can get them. Oh, I go mauga, I go mauga, I go mauga, mauga sobulisa, meduago, mauga kitikata, meduago, mauga esse, meduago, esse joto, ame joto, esse na anuame, sete na anuame. Woman of heavy, Doctor of heavy, woman of heavy may be an old Doctor of heavy or Bena, Doctor of heavy may be an woman of heavy or Bena. I say, come here, Megate Molo, and I'm a sister. I bet it. What are you doing?
The microphone, it wasn't.
It's not coming.
Yes, so I went to.
Is it okay now? How will you know it's okay now?
I am muted it a long time. Please check for me.
I know you muted, but you open it before going there. That's why I'm not.
It's fine now.
Is it okay?
No,
somebody say it's fine. Okay, thank you. So now, I'm pouring libation. Oh, I go mauga, mauga soboli sa meduago, mauga kitikata meduago, mauga esse joto amejoto. Esse na no me sete na no me woman of heavy doc na heavy woman of heavy me biana no doc na heavy ogbena doc na heavy me biana no woman of heavy go se popolipo me yora keke me biana no gate no mo la na se club di me bia ngogwe me biana ga do kunyi akole evinyo pro ame obete die enyanwi na mlo me yo she me han for a shop se me for a shop ke me do agoya braxa me yo si adre po do agoya adre to we me kuna owo vesoton kameo do ago e me yo mi ano so je anyidu so kakachika zbo jadre mi ala fa benya gba bi na pe benya gbo njuro holo me yo ra kele we nya yin gba ma jo flo fa plan gba mo do adika we nya bli me matekulu eteku etega o me yo akain gbe chu fa kain ngole wa kain je vo wa kain su vo kain tro vo wa kain mi wa kain du fi wa kain ma mi ata wa kain ga wa kain pe pa bi me gbe ahaja do lo akopla ba mo do je fi to ba so mo te do ju me yo mi nuda o gba o pe wa kapu o pe mi o zango me yo mi plevi yora keke wo jo pata jo maku foke me vole mo jolo e chi me vole fu do me gbe ni kokuluku atole fo me jo gbe ni ko heve jo gbe ni me to ya mo ju to anu kwa pe be yin le pe me to ba jo tu so pe du mo no te pe ka jo pata be ye le afi e jo vo ba jo ni jo pata o pe fia jo pata trona me gbe da mo lo abi fa gbe e ri ni na Chopata no ani apemia ajolo chopata chopata ni atape me yo lo wa me se be bojiri to tagbe de apa pelu ti zugboju ajima ogboju kuro loja lo pe ko me valentine fa me va alojo na pefu ago sapate me yo atigele me yo goro me yo keke Allah afia e me yo me gasi se geja papa se to geje do ago yo brahidi me yo bopochi me yo ngbe foli koko mo le ke gomini godo kuche kuma kama nga to me kuto me fana mi me yo tonyo kosi poku akubi yo no nyemeri akosa ko fufoni ko geje tasi nya mosi fusi jam koso abakoba Mama nye bodin ba to na ko kofi to na ko bia mensa kutu me fana mi lo e me yo nyasro awo mba chicha tupia kubia awo me yo penye Celestine ya kubia Katrina kubia funya sense ko do funya ya obe na kubia kutu me fana mi me yo nyasro awo mba chicha tupia kubia me yo Cecilia akpe na ka tepe mensa kutu me fana mi lo me yo awo tuji Bokor tuji to tuji me yo ra keke okini kini asise po nja para so baragona na kutu me fana yo Bokor da fiso so fa ho wa gobi Bokor fa cha jobe no ho le va ko no ho le gbe ama ga to gba ma ze kutu me fana me to gbe na entre tout le chita to gbe Abraham jivenu le chama to gbe fi ato si mon kabila benyasi Daniel vie ko mare la gbaro kutu me fana ni me ya ma ga koku anatovi akina kutu me fana yo happy akoso abaji kutu me fana e me yo Daniel vie ko mare yo to gbe fi ato si mon kabila benyasi akoti kutu me fana ni yo to Bokor kwa bi ajoge yo to Bokor kwa comme la Azuma Agbovi yo to Harrison George Ajovu yo Benis Venunya Sense yo Ruben comme la akubia kutumana fana ni yo tre video Ibrahim yo gede yo kubia yo be yo ko jina le bacho kwa techi matuma matutu le carpenter o ko go spinters review again view petit kutumana fana ni no nya ko so tepe na we jima vite kutumana fana ni e me yo abochi sakra kama cho aba be adogo ko to ko lido ko kuruma ko abana mbere to yo ale achu o franta mani o fifini kuma bisinkra o ko fito jaba ko cho to ko ficho hen ko fi atra kable o dogo bahara ina ni pete e to be ho ba to ba Voodoo to ra ho bu ma ya sa pasa ni ko to ko shina ko to kiri ku ba yo me yo ko ko chichi yo to be video yo to pe chuma nyami yo me yo me pete na gojo na sakuru dainga me akito me yo mi e me yo awudida ka me chaba abagben pe vi atape jaga ba bodo vi me ko acha bodo usma abato me dogo e me yo afana bo ma jesu do perspective to mo so le me da pa vidi me yo bali gbe meji eku meji boli meji di meji lo so meji ngoli meji abla meji akla meji guda meji sa meji ka meji tupu meji tula meji lete meji che meji fu meji ko che tula me yo klo bi le ko ta wa do bo to ba de ni ade ba ko ne to ba ba ya wele doji asina di dona da mi wala hose me fa mi no agbo me fa ni mi no. Yes, so we are ready to go, so please your questions, your comments and your greetings. We are ready. We have a Abena Kiki saying no sound. I think that was earlier. The sound has come back now. Thank you very much, Abena Kiki. Kofi has questions to ask, so let me say, Israel, if you know, but if you know, Kofi, but the question, yeah, but then from that question we start the topic. We are live now, so everybody who is out there and wanting to learn something about African traditional spirituality, please, all of you, please come on, share the videos, like our distance, and then we will see how other people will join. Then I can answer a few questions. Elion joining. Then we have Tony B joining, Elion the Maracha, and then SKG sharing the video. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you very much, SKG. You are very good. And then we have a 2H blogger. Say, Papa, good morning. Good morning, 2H blogger. So, how are you? I hope you are fine. Thank you very much. Then we have Obina following the host. And then Tony B sending us a rose flower. We are very grateful for all the gifts you are sending.
Papa.
Yeah.
Good morning, Papa.
Good morning, Marina. How are you?
I'm good, Papa. Papa, today I want to ask about the Trinity of Ewe cosmology.
Okay. In every cosmology that I have learned, there are three gods that form the Godhead. in every spiritual cosmology. One of them is Mauga Sobo Lisa. When you go towards Benin, where the 4 people and the 8 people met, they call it Segbe Lisa. It's the same Sobo Lisa, but they say a Segbe Lisa. It's the same thing. Because when they call that Segbe Lisa or Sobo Lisa, even in my traditional dialect, we call it Soblaje. It's the same thing, no? A Soblaje. That's when you are talking about Hohwe and those environs. So Mauga Soblaje. That's one. And Sobo Lisa in the sense that Lisa in Ewe is chameleon. So this one is male and female in one. That's Sobo and Lisa. That is what we call Mauga Sobo Lisa. So it is not a woman and it's not a man. It is both sexes. So Sobo Lisa, Lisa is that one which is like chameleon. It's ever changing. It is not just one. It can come to good, it can come to bad. It is always changing, like how the universe is always evolving, developing, and progressing. So that is what is Sobo Lisa. So it's not a God that is static and remaining just like that. It's always changing with the times and everything. So that's Mauga Sobo Lisa. Is the one that has created the world, who say so, and nature. And it's always changing things. Things will die, they will regrow and die and continue. So that is the one that is in charge of that. Then we have Mau Akiti Kata, the one that is destroying whatever is being created. Its purpose is to destroy, to maintain balance between the creation. Its purpose is to continue to maintain balance. So if something is too old and it's not supposed to be there, then it has to move away and another fresh one will take over and continue. That's the Kiti Kata. It's more like in the Hindu concept, the one we call Mahesh or Maheshwara. It is the one that is supposed to be destroying whatever is created or whatever is supposed to be destroyed. That's why sometimes you will see that there will be volcano, there will be natural disasters. A lot of people will die. But that balance will come and new things will come. For instance, when COVID came, the whole world was in a turmoil. People died, new people were born, but a new way of life came out of that distraction. And what is a new way of life? Before, people were not working from home. Everybody has to commute to their working place, and when they close, they come home. But when COVID came, people were restrained or constrained to work from home. And now after COVID is gone, that you can be anywhere in the world and work at anywhere. You can be in Ghana and be working in Nigeria. You can be in Ghana working in America. You can be in Ghana working in Japan. And things are going on as if you were on your desk in your office. So even though that distraction came, something good came out of it, which is beneficial to all of us and beneficial to all the whole human race. That's Mauga Kitikata. It's always destroying what is not supposed to be present. It's kicked away. And then new ways come out. Then the third one is the Mauga Jogbese. People call it a Joto, the one that makes you to come into this world, the one that is responsible for your being here, the one that decide your purpose here, and when your time is finished, you go back to your godhood or wherever you came from. So these three, Sejoto, destiny, Inkrabia, Umme, they have, every culture has destiny in their language. I believe the Chinese have a word for destiny. The Ewes have, the Northerners have, the Japanese have, people in China have the name. The English people call it destiny, but any other culture which is not English have a name for destiny. Destiny is said to be the one that brought human beings, or is the one that created human beings according to each person's destiny. So these three entities form the Godhead of Ewe cosmology, the Trinity in Godhead. One is creating, one is destroying, and one is the one creating the destiny of entities, not only human beings, even animals, trees, and everything. Everything has a destiny. And when the time comes, it shows. So these are the three entities according to what I have studied. Maybe other people study other things and they have other ways to explain it. But for me, my teachers who taught me, this is what they have taught me, and that's what I am teaching. So the Ewe cosmology, we have Mauga Sobolisa, Mauga Kitikata, Mauga Esse. These are the three that form Godhood. That doesn't mean there are not other small gods. It is the combination of all these small gods, plenty gods, that form what we call God in Ewe cosmology. Unlike the European God, which is somebody living in the sky with a gray beard, gray hair, and blue eyes, we look at the universe, we look at nature, we look at everything as a combination of all these things that form Godhood. You can't take one out and say only this one is God, or that only that one is God, or that person is God. Not a white man in the sky. It's not the way we look at God. We look at God in nature. That's why I always say that God is nature and nature is God. Thank you for that question. Does it are you clear?
I understand you very clear.
Okay.
But they always celebrate the Mauga Esse more. You can hear it in their names and in their everyday life. They are talking about Esse. Why do they always celebrate Mauga Esse more?
Because nobody has ever had contact with Mauga Sobolisa. We can only see that the world is created by him. Mauga Kitikata, nobody has actually seen it before. But we can only see that things are being destroyed and things are being created. But Mauga Esse, which is Joto, Ame, Joto, the one that created human being, we can see its work in our individual and personal lives. That when you realize that your destiny is not in a proper position, it affects you. And you can know, everybody can know that something is happening. And it's the one that we can relate to in our individual daily lives because it affects us directly. So for the Ewe's to be able to celebrate this particular God that is so close to them, because they can feel it, they can see it, they can communicate with it easily, they tend to celebrate it and I would say eulogize it, or to pay homage to it by giving that essay's name to their children. Like Esena means it is gift from destiny. Secho Afia. Ese has given judgment. Sebu Abe. Sebu Abe means destiny has Abe Bubu is like proverb. Destiny has put a proverb down, or whatever it is. Destiny has done something like a proverb, and you will understand what is happening. So all this say in our name, Senyu, destiny is good. Because destiny is also God, is one of the attributes of God, or one of the three pillars of God. So instead of saying Mawunyu, people say Senyu, which simply means God is good, or destiny is good. Then we have a sector, that which belongs to destiny. So the Ewe celebrate a say more among all the three, because it is very close to them. Because it is said that if your essay or your destiny is not in good position, life will not be good for you. Something coming there. If your destiny is not in good position, your life won't be good. So your destiny has to be in a good position in order to make your life a good life. So destiny is mostly celebrated in every culture than all other gods. But that doesn't mean the other gods are less respected. They are given respect and revered. But Ese seems to be closer to us, because this body that we have, the soul that is inside you, is destiny. When you die, or when your physical body dies and goes away, and get what? Your essay remains the same. It's like the memory card, or the SIM card, or the memory chip inside a phone. This physical body can be likened to the phone device. But what is inside, which when you get angry or you want to say me, or you are touching me, you are talking about the inner self. That essay or destiny is your inner self. Some people will call it soul. Some people will call it Nkrabia. People call it destiny. And some people also call it, like in Hinduism, they call it Atma, the inner self. This one doesn't die, because you can buy a new phone. When you put the slot in the memory card or the SIM card, all the data, information that are on the memory card will start to replay again. The phone may be new, but the inner memory card, SIM card, may be as old as it is, but when it enters into a new phone, it begins to repeat whatever. That's why it is believed in every spirituality that human beings, the physical human beings, will die, but your soul, your inner self, your destiny can never die. So whatever action you take today, even if it is 1,000 years, Once you get a new device or a new body, you continue from where you left off. And slowly, you progress to godhood. Thank you for that question. So I think first, let's take some writings on this thing. We have Mamaga Yaira, and we have Efia Sweet and Tony B. They are here. And then we have SKG shared the live, and then Damwa Emmanuel also shared the live. And we have Tony B sending us a rose flower ×2. Thank you very much, all of you. And then we have 2H blogger saying, yes, Papa. Hello, thank you, Sopo. And then Derek Chloe say, good evening, Daddy. Hello, Derek, how are you? Thank you all very much for joining this our midweek transmission streaming. And then Tony B sent us a rose flower ×2. And then I am Tonya Natasha. Hello, Natasha, how are you? Thank you very much. Good evening, Papa. So good to see your face. Yes, Natasha. I'm grateful. Yeah, thank you for coming on this midweek program. We started it last weekend. We hope to continue. If we get a good response, we will continue it, because there are some people on Sundays who are busy and they will not be able in our timing. But we realize that this time will be good for all of you. Yeah, this is my face. This is the Papa you have been speaking to all the time. Thank you very much. And then we have Sunny Love saying hello. Hello, Sunny Love. Hello to you. Thank you very much. I hope you are doing well. And then we have Mamaga Yaira say Enuledo Tobiga. Hello, Yaira. How are you? Thank you very much. I'm grateful that you joined today's section. This is our second version or edition of our midweek. We've just started it last week and we are hoping to continue. Then Tony B sending us again rose flower ×15. Thank you very much, Tony B. I think last time too you sent us so much or so many of your this. We are very, very grateful for all the gifts that you are sending. And we have Efia Sweet 2 saying hi, Papa. Hello, Efia Sweet. Hope you are doing well. How are you and my prince? Are you all doing well? Thank you all very much, and thank you for joining to this midweek. Now we are already in Thursday, so it's no more midweek, but we'll call it midweek because we start from Wednesday. Thank you. And then Tony B again sending us 3 rose flowers. We are very, very grateful. Tony B has sent another rose flowers ×6. We are so, so grateful. And then we have Elson James following the host, and then Tony B again sending us 1 rose flower ×1. Maybe this one were the earlier ones, but I don't know before it's coming because we are reading from the top to the bottom. Thank you all very much, and thank you very much, Tony B. And then we have Tony B again sending us 1 rose flower. And then we have Ewe Vodu. Nothing there.
His name is MP.
He's okay. So his name is MP, and say Ewe Vodu, yes, means your destiny has done something. Ewe Vodu. Thank you very much, MP. I'm grateful. And then we have Mr. Blaze sent hat and mustache. Hey, thank you. I'm going to grow one big one. Thank you very much, Mr. Blaze. And then we have fire. I say can behave. Fire can behave following the host. And then hello again. Follow the rose. Destiny Sosu is following. Follow the host, and Mr. Blaze following the one Pluto boy also follow the host. Thank you all very much. And we have Gibran saying hello, Toby. Hello, Gibran. How are you? Thank you very much to be here. Very good morning to you. And then Destiny Sosu say hi, boss Toby. Hello, Destiny Sosu. How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you all very much for joining the section. And then we have a person in some name say Sesime. When they call somebody with the name Se, sime means that person, the parents are saying that his life is in the hands of destiny. Ese sime, in the hands of destiny. And then we have a fear switch to say, what can you do to put your destiny in good position? A very good question. When you are finding challenges in your life, even if your life is okay, it is because of destiny. If you are having challenges in life, it's also because of your destiny. If you are having challenges in life, it may be because your destiny is not in a very good position. That's why things are going, you are struggling, but you are not seeing progress or development. And then when a reading is done, and then it pointed to your destiny being the challenge that you have, then your destiny has to be aligned. The negative destiny has to be aligned with the positive destiny, because everybody came with two sides of the same coin. Destiny has two sides, like a coin, like the hand. This place looks a little bit white or brighter, but this place looks dark. Even in white people, their palms are the color of the complexion of their palm is different from the complexion of the back. Maybe it may look so similar, but when they look it, they can see a little bit of change. So every human being came into this world with these two sides of the same coin, or the two sides of the destiny. There is a negative destiny, and then there is a positive destiny. And if your positive destiny is stronger than your negative destiny, things in your life tend to move on well for you. But when your negative destiny is stronger than your positive destiny, or is more prominent in your life than your positive destiny, challenges come, and you have to go through difficulties to make things happen for you. So when you realize that your destiny is not in good position, then you need to align it, or what we call in Ewe, removal of negative destiny. But in reality, is to align the positive and the negative so that they can balance. There should be a balance in your life. You know, Voodoo is all about balance, living in harmony with nature. So when you realize that your destiny is more challenging and giving you more challenges than how to make things happen, then you must find someone who knows about destiny, so that they can align your positive destiny with your negative destiny in order for you to move progressively in life. No, that does not mean that when your negative destiny and the positive destiny are aligned, that doesn't mean that you will not face some challenges. You will face challenges, but it will be more easier for you to overcome the challenges than when it is not aligned. Thank you, if you are sweet, for that question. I thought you people are sleeping by now. And then we have a Nelson Danso following the host, and Ade BC followed the host. And then Nelson Danso is saying good morning. Good morning, Nelson Danso. How are you? Thank you very, very much for joining this morning's show. I'm very grateful. I hope you and your loved ones are fine. I wish you a very wonderful day. And then we have Bokor Shamba, Bokor Sofo Shamba Musa saying good evening, Papa. Good evening, Bokor. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. We are very grateful. I hope yourself, your brother, your mom, and your dad are all doing well. I said I was going to talk with you the other day, but I've been quite busy. I couldn't call you, but hopefully today is Thursday. We are in the early hours of Thursday when I go to sleep, and I woke up, and I don't think do we have anything tomorrow, seriously? Okay, tomorrow, today, it's not tomorrow. Today, Thursday, we're not having any serious work, I'm going to take time to rest, so I'll try to call you. But if I don't do, please do call me. Bokor Safo Shamba. Thank you very much. And then we have Aura Hariko sending us 7 rose flowers. Hello, Aura Hariko. Thank you very much. We are very grateful. And then we have Stone G followed the host. Aura Haliko also followed the host. Then we have N Ameyibo Nuku, Bokor Nuku Ameyibo. Papa, do you people have voodoo for Ese Dada also? No, we don't have a voodoo for the Ese Dada, because Ese Dada is a virtual entity, I would say. It's the one that sent each person's Ese. Is like your mother in the spiritual world. That's the one we call Ese Dada. So it's the one who sent you as a destiny to come into your, send you as an individual destiny to come there. Ese Dada is the one who is the God that we are calling Mau Ese. They and the other two are the Trinity. So the Ese Dada is the one that sent you here, or is the one that created you and sent you here. It's supposed to, like the name goes, Ese Dada is a female entity. It's your divine mother. Like in other religions, they say divine mother, divine mother. In Ewe, Ese Dada is the divine mother. Thank you very much for that beautiful question, Bokor Abeibo. Then we have Manuela Santana. I say, Oi. Is it Oi? Yeah, thank you very much, Santana, Manuela Santana. And then Nelson does also say, hello, Papa. Hello, Nelson. Thank you. Then we have our sister Angela G. Williams, Angela Gani Williams. Say, greetings, Papa and AMT family. Hello, Angie. How are you? Thank you very much for being here. And how is Williams and everybody? I'm very grateful that you are here. Your junior sister Kadi. My regards to them all and to your children. You are very much welcome to the program. And then Aura Hariko said, many thanks to your son for his reading. Okay, who is that? Who do we do that reading for? Maybe it's Cesar. Okay, thank you very much, Aura Hariko. We are very, very, very grateful. And then we have Lamisi. It's been a very long time. Say hi, sir. Hello, Lamisi. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's live streaming. I'm very grateful. And then Error sending us rose flower times 4, and Error again sending us rose flower times 2, and then Aura Hariko sent us rose flower times 8. We are grateful to all of you, and Error being number 3 in the fan club, sending us a rose flower times 13. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. We have Lawrence follow the host, and Baafira also follow the host. And then we have OJ Ben. Say good morning, OJ Ben. Thank you very much for joining the midweek's live streaming. And then Angela Gani Williams said, greetings, Papa. If one was to remove their negative destiny and align their positive destiny, yes. And then Toby Lawrence said, Toby, good morning to you, Lawrence. I hope you are fine. And then let's continue with Angela's destiny. If let's start the greetings. If one was to remove their negative destiny and align their positive destiny, is it possible for one to revert back to their negative destiny? No, you will not revert back to your negative destiny. Once you have aligned your positive destiny, or align your negative destiny with your positive destiny, and setting up your destiny, you will not revert or go back to your negative destiny again. However, there are so many things in life that your destiny is confronting, or so many things that are confronting your destiny in this life. Whatever is in your destiny before you came into this world will be at play. And it is up to you to continue checking, doing a reading and finding out if anything is not going on well. You find out and then you fix it, and then you find out, then you fix it. But you cannot revert to the negative destiny again. Aligning your positive destiny or your negative destiny with your positive destiny does not mean that no challenges in life will come to you. Challenges in life will still come to you, but now you know, and you can now find solutions to them. If you cannot do it yourself, talk to people who know how to find solutions. Talk to your teachers. Talk to people who will help you to fix whatever challenges are coming into your life. Because definitely, if you are supposed to be a teacher in your destiny, and when your negative destiny is aligned with your positive destiny, yes, you will surely become a teacher in your life. But being a teacher does not mean that you will not have the challenges of trying to learn and try to live, trying to coach yourself and coach other people. And there will be bad people, there will be good people who will come into your life. So it does not guarantee that once your destiny is aligned, you are free from challenges in life. But the challenges that will destroy your life will be curtailed, will be controlled, and you will be able to find solution to them. Thank you very much. And then we have Lawrence Etobi. Good morning. Good morning to you, Lawrence. I hope you are fine. Thank you very much for joining our live stream, midweek live stream. I'm grateful to all of you. And then we have Lawrence again saying, Toby, good morning again to you, Lawrence. And then Bokor Sofo Shamba Musa, I said, okay, no problem, Baba. It's nice to see the live at this time. Yes, we are trying to create it so that people can have opportunity to ask questions and also reflect on what we have done on Sundays. Thank you very much. And then we have Baafira say greetings. Greetings to you, Baafira. How are you? I hope you are fine. And you and your loved ones are doing well. Yes. So we have Mr. Blaze became the number 10 fan in the number 10 fan in the fan club. Thank you. Congratulations to you. And then Mr. Blaze sending us Hat Me ×1. We are grateful. And DJ follow the host, Evans there. And then Trap Wiz also 99 following the host. King Reno Cash follow the host, and Itua shared the live. Angela Williams shared the live, and TG saying hello TG. Thank you very much. And then we have Nurse Agama say good evening, Baba. Hello Nurse Agama, good evening to you. And then we have Samuel Tusan number 6 say hello Toby, can you explain a little more about when we die? Okay, Samuel Tusan, I don't know when what happened when people die. I cannot tell, because I am still alive, and I don't think anybody has died before and came back to tell us what had happened. However, a lot of philosophies, a lot of teachings, spiritual philosophies say that this life is one life, and when you live this life, you will go into another life, and you will return to this one again. That's what I know. But as I said earlier, the destiny, your soul, your inner self, your real self does not die. It's like the memory chip. And when it comes back into this life or any other lifetime, it will continue from where it left off, because the device may be different. The wine may be a new wine in an old bottle. That's the way Jesus Christ has explained it in the Bible. That is an old wine in a new bottle. So an old soul or an old destiny may come into a new body, and as it develops and get to where it can realize its presence on this earth, it will pick up from where it left off in his past life. This much I can tell, but I don't know what happened when people die. Thank you very much. And then we have Kes say, I used to watch on Facebook. So glad I found back this man of wisdom. Thank you very much, Kes. I'm grateful and I am flattered. Thank you. And then Efia Sweet is saying, I think it's the same question. Papa, can someone take your destiny from you? No, no one can take your destiny from you. But people can block your destiny from moving forward. What is the difference of somebody taking your destiny from you or no one taking your destiny from you and your destiny being blocked? For instance, you were born as a child. Unfortunately, your father and your mother have separated or divorced. One of the parties or one of the partners, either your mother or your father, want your custody to take care of you, or they have to get you and take care of you. Initially, you were the child of the two of them, and the two of them were directly helping your life. But for their own misunderstanding, something that you have nothing to do with came and they have separated. Or even sometimes one party has gone, or even both parties have left you. And then now somebody, or you have been given to someone to take care of you. What your father and mother can do for you, those things will not happen. Maybe you have been given to a stepmother or a stepfather, and that stepfather, instead of helping you to grow, or stepmother for you to grow, she's also thinking about her own or his own. So instead of you progressing, your progress will be retarded and kept under the carpet. So it may take time for you to grow and get out of that situation and continue with your destiny. But no one can take your destiny from you. And even the situation you were going through is part of your destiny. It may be a training for you. So for that reason, you had to go through whatever you are going through, because there is nothing that will happen to you in this lifetime that has no relationship with your destiny. If you are going through hard times and having challenges, it's your destiny for you to go through such situation or to experience that event. If things are happening well for you at a certain time in your life, that's your destiny. But to say someone would take your destiny from you and use it is not possible. No one can take anybody's destiny. It's only people can retard your destiny. Like somebody, you have not done anything wrong and you were caught up in a situation where other people were arrested and you are locked up in a jail. You have not done anything wrong. They cannot prove that you have done anything wrong, but because being at the wrong place at the wrong time, you ended up being in jail. It's your destiny who decided that. That's why we say negative destiny. You have to work on it. So no one can take anything from you. So being locked up somewhere for some time may stop you from experiencing the things you should have experienced. But that's what your destiny has planned for you. And when the time comes and you get out of that, it's also that's the time your destiny decided, or your negative destiny, whether positive or negative, decided that you should get out. That's why it is up to you as a human being to work on your destiny so that your destiny is free to explore the good things that are in your destiny. You should try always to align the negative one so that the good one can come up and support you. Thank you very much, Fia Sweet, for that question. And then we have Error sent us name shout out ×1. This is the first time we got this kind. Thank you very much, Error. And then Error again sent wink ×5. We are very grateful. I don't even know all these things, so I'm just smiling. I don't even know, but I'm thankful and grateful to all of you. And Error. And then Error again said, love you so much ×1. I'm grateful. And then we have a Haj Katel Haj Palmer. Haj Katel Haj Palmer said, good morning, Father. Please, why don't good energies fight against the bad energies at the same place? Good energies were created by God. Bad energies were also created by God. Or I would say good energies were created in nature, and bad energies are also in nature. You cannot say because there are bad energies in nature means they are evil. And you cannot also say because there are good energies in nature that means they are perfect. In nature, there is always the opposites. There is night, there is day. There is darkness, and there is light. There are good things, and there are also bad things. All these things combined together is what makes nature beautiful. If there is no darkness, you will not know what light is. And if there is no bad things, you would also not know what good things are. So, bad things or bad energies and good energies complement each other. It is up to you as a human being to know how to play between these two energies in order to strike a middle path or a balance so that you can enjoy your life and live in harmony with nature. It is the balancing of these two energies, good energy and bad energy, are the ones that makes you a human being, to be able to play between these two forces. Because these two forces are all God. They are all created. They are all part of nature. You cannot live with one without the other. But how to balance your life between these two is what is called living or called life. So there cannot be a bad energy without a good energy, and there cannot be a good energy without a bad energy. They complement each other. Thank you very much. And then we have Taufik Hussein following the host, Joycelyn Fagin followed the host, and then Angel followed the whole, and then Maxino followed the host, and Angela G. Williams said, Ashe. Thank you very much, Angie. I'm grateful. And Kese Baba, do you practice Ifa? Yes, we practice the part in the Ewe land we call Afa. We are also Afa priests. Afa and Ifa, Fa are the same thing, but different cultural basis and different language or dialects. Yes, we practice Afa, which is Ifa. Then Samuel Toussaint says, when we are initiated into a Voodoo, does this also have an effect on our destiny? Definitely. The Voodoos that you get initiated into are the ones, some of them are the ones that came in your destiny. They came into this world with you, so you'll be attracted to them in one way or the other. So when you get initiated to them, it's like you coming back home to take from where you left off in your past life. So the Voodoos that we get initiated into play a very major role in our destiny's path. Thank you very much. And then Maxino is a good morning, sir. First time following you. I'm enjoying your teachings. Maxino, I'm very grateful. I'm here to teach. And I am happy that you are enjoying the teachings. And then we have our sister, I am Khadija, the nature is balance. Yes, the balancing between the negative and the positive is what is life. But if you don't learn the process, the method of how to balance between the two, and one of them is more prominent in your life, that's where problem comes. Even if you are enjoying good things and everything is happening good for you and you are not facing any challenges, it's also a problem. What is the problem in that? Jealousy, envy, attacks will also come. And when you are only going through the bad one and you are in a bad situation and no good thing is happening, it's also a problem. Rejection and all kind of things, people not liking you, not being loyal to you, and all those things also happen. So whether you are on the right side or the life side of destiny, whether you're on the positive side or negative side, and if one side is prominent or stronger, it's always a problem. That's why we have to learn how to balance ourselves between the positive and the negative so that we are on the middle path. That's what is usually said in yoga or Hinduism, that you should always be on the middle path. If you are too strict in your life, people will call you a very wicked person. And if you are too lenient and too soft, people will call you a stupid person. So you should live on the middle path, where when it is not good, you balance it. When it is too good, you balance it. Don't be leaning on one side of life. Be in the middle. So sometimes you are serious and people fear you. Sometimes you are down to earth and everybody comes around you. That is what life is all about. Balance. Balancing in nature. Thank you very much for that. I am Khadija. And then Angela G. Williams, our sister, they say, yes, all about Ma'at balance. So you wouldn't know one without the other. Exactly. Exactly. You are supposed to know the two. If the two does not exist, you cannot know the other one too. So good things come, bad things come. You should learn how to balance your life in between them. And then we have an error. Baba, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kes. I'm grateful to all of you. Then we have Official Gibson asking for location. We are in Ghana on the Spinters Road. You find us on Google Map. You type in African Magic Temple and you find our location. Then Kes, how do you know that you are being called by the Voodoo, your Loas? There is no need of Voodoos calling you or not calling you. Those are usually Christian terms to fool people. If it is in your destiny to work with Voodoo, from childhood you will be attracted to it. But if it is not in your destiny to work with Voodoo, but you have interest, you can approach a teacher. The teacher will look into it and tell you which Voodoos that came into with you in your destiny, so that you can work with those that came in your destiny. So it's not necessarily to say that you were being called or you have not been called. We are not Christians where they say it's a call, because somebody has not got a job and went and bought a second-hand clothing and got some Bible and start telling others that God told them to tell you. What did God tell them to for themselves? Not for you, not for them to tell you. What did God told them? That's why they cannot answer. It is only, their message is only for you, not for themselves. But then at the end of the day, when people contribute money for them, they go home and enjoy themselves. And they told you, God told them to tell you. So in traditional spirituality, if it is there, you will know. It is not like I was called. If you have affinity, interest, closeness towards nature and tradition, it will be worrying you. Sometimes people suppress it because of social society and people in the society and social norms. People try to suppress that thing that, oh, if I start going this way, people will think that I am this when I go. You see, for instance, if you are doing a research on religion, and then you came across a philosophy or a teaching that really resonates with your inner core, that is very practical, and it is experience-based teaching. Would you say because you have faith in a particular religion, you don't want to be part of this? Or would you say that, oh, these teachings resonate with me so much and I can feel comfortable with it? It is not based on faith. It is not based on belief. It is based on practicality, experiment, and experience. Would you say that because I have faith in a religion that is dead, or a spirituality that is not giving you any result, so I will not follow what my inner self is saying? A lot of people suppress it because they want to please others. So, guys, when it is part of you, you will definitely be attracted to it. It is not like a call. It is an inner feeling. Thank you. Then we have Itu. I say, good morning, sir. First time seeing you teach. I'm from Angola. Thank you for this teaching. I thank you very much, Itua. I'm grateful that you joined. My regards to all the people in Angola. And then Kes sent us a rose flower times 13. Wow. Wow. Thank you very much, Kes. I'm grateful. I wish to know you more one day. And then we have Itua saying, nice teach. We are grateful. Thank you. And then we have, I am Khadija say, Papa Jopata protected me this weekend because I hit a huge deer. Yes, I remember you had this before, and that means this is a new thing again. We thank Jopata for everything. And thank you very much for the testimony. I'm happy. What do we have? You have some question to ask. Okay, what is your name?
Yeah, I hear a question that in African spirituality, does God forgive?
That's the error. You are the one using the word the name error. Okay, no problem. We are here. We will teach you. Say the error is say in African spirituality, does God forgive all our sins just like Christianity? No. Whatever you sow, you will reap. There is no God in the sky. You are the God. So if you have done something in secrecy and you think that nobody has seen you, once you have seen yourself, you know. And if it is a good thing, a good reward will come for you. And if it's a bad thing, you will receive the bad reward. God does not forgive. There is no God in the sky. So there is no God anywhere that will forgive you. Nature doesn't forgive. Nature does not forgive. So when you are going to take an action, make sure you take good actions because you will expect to get good result. Getting good result depends on the actions that you take. Getting bad results is depending on the actions that you take. So that forgiveness matter. If only Christians will teach their congregants or congregation that when you do an action, you will get a reward for the action. I believe a lot of corruption and all these bad things would not be in our societies. Why? How do you expect to destroy someone, kill an innocent person because of your greed or wickedness, and expect that you go to your temple, go to your church, and go to your God, that your God should forgive you? Was your God who killed the person or destroyed the person or did bad thing to the person? So why should your God forgive you? You should rather go to the person's God and ask them for forgiveness. But because you are thinking that your God is supreme, is better than that person's God, that's why you think that when you destroy the person, you go to your God will forgive you. It does not happen like that in nature. What you sow is what you reap. You cannot sow mango tree and expect that the fruits will be apple. No, nature doesn't do it that way. Unless, of course, a mango tree is doing and people grafted it and put apple, then it can show, but then that is human interference. So when you do actions, the reward or the result of the action or the reaction of the action will come to you. There's no forgiveness. And then we have Kes saying, thanks, Baba. Thank you to Kes. We are grateful. And then Kes said, can you be a part of Ifa and Voodoo at the same time? Yes, of course. Why not? The Ifa people call Voodoo Orisha. And Afa people call, Ifa people call spirit Orisha. And people in Ewe land and for people who practice Ifa, that is called Afa, they call spirits Voodoo. So it's the same thing. It's only the language that differs. It's not anything different at all. Spirit is Voodoo and spirit is Orisha. The language, the dialect is what is different. Thank you very much. And then Maxino says, I'm in Kaswa. Spitens isn't too far from me. Say, how or what can you do to help me with? Or Maxino, we have our number. Call them the number, book an appointment. They will tell you when to come. They'll give you a time. And when you come, we will look into whatever is happening in your life. We will use the spirit to consult to find out what is happening in your life behind the scene. And then we will tell you what to do to fix it. So you are not far from me at all. Thank you very much, Maxino, for that beautiful question. And Africa Magic Temple, which is the host, is say you can reach Africa Magic Temple on +233 262 367578 for Afa Ifa divination and initiations. Thank you very much. And then we have Mr. Bless, and much respect from Germany. Thank you very much, Mr. Bless. I'm grateful that you are enjoying the show. And then we have Khadija, our sister there in the US, in Atlanta, Georgia. Khadija, say, what products do you have on your table? Okay, that's a very good question, Khadi. We have now prepared our Akai soap, which is the aura enhancing soap. The aura enhancing soap is a soap that when you bath it or use it to wash your face or wash your head, will enhance your aura. So when you go among people or go to places that you go to, your aura will be pleasant and people will want to deal with you pleasantly. It fights away the negative perception of people about you. That's what the aura enhancing soap, which we call the Akai soap. In the second container, we have the fumigation, like what we are using here. It is very good for cleansing your environment. Wherever you are, you use it, you burn it, and then it cleanses. Those of you who have businesses or have places that you want to let people come, and good people to come, when you use this fumigation or incense that is prepared by African Magic Temple, it will cleanse the place from bad and negative energies, and it will attract good people towards you or towards your place. If you are doing business, if it's a store or it's a club, it's a business, anything business, even in your own house, also it cleanses the negative, or it drives away the negative energies, and good energies come, and that will bring good luck and good prospects to you. Then with it we have the famous Akai oil. This is Akai. This is my spirit that I have worked with for almost getting to 40 years, and it has brought a lot of things into my life. It has increased my status in life. It has brought blessings into my life. It has brought children into my life, and has brought a lot of good things into my life. This is the oil from this particular spirit, voodoo, or energy or entity I work with. Akai is an entity of the sun sphere, the solar, not the solar is sky. It's a Japanese word, solar, and then later it found its way into English language called solar. It's a Japanese word called solar, which means sky. I'm talking about the sun sphere spirit, that has to do with attraction, shining, beauty, and all that good things that brings good luck. So the Akai oil comes with the Akai soap, the fumigation, or the incense. So 3 of these are in this package. We have already sent them. They are on their way to the US, and those of you who are interested in having them, you can send in your request, and we will supply them to you. The price of the package here is going for $75 US. $75 US. That's what these 3 items are going for. These items can be with you if you take good care of it for more than a year, and you will still continue using it and getting its blessing. It's $75 US for a package of these 3 items, and it is coming to you. It's on the way to the US, and once we receive your order, we will check where you are in the world, and we'll add the shipping cost to it and ship it to you. Thank you very much, Khadija. I am Khadija here. We are very grateful. I had prepared this about 6 years ago, and it was very popular in the world. People who bought it benefited from it, and I believe some people even told me they still have a piece of it, and when they are going for their important appointments or important things, they use it before going, and they still get success. And it's already on the way coming into the US, and we are going to be distributing them from the US, because it makes it easier when we are distributing to the whole world from the US than distributing it from our base in Ghana. So we have already given it to one of our good students who is taking them, and when it gets there, people who will buy it will distribute it. One package of the 3 incense, soap, and Akai oil are going for $75 US. So any of you that is interested, please, those of you who are not in dollar zone, you can convert it into the $75 into your local currencies, and we will send it to you. Thank you very much, Khadija, for that beautiful question. And then we have a secretary sent us rose flower times 1, and Kes also sent out rose flower times 7 again. Kes sent another rose flower times 3. We are very, very happy and thank you very much. We have Alaji Malam Zaki follow the host. Thank you very much, Malam Zaki. Please, I don't want anybody to put their telephone number here and say that, oh, please contact me. I don't want that on my program. Let us respect each other in this social media. Thank you for following the host. And then we have a secretary who also followed the goal. And then Itua said, well said. Thank you very much. Error is saying, is the concept of spiritual husband true? The spiritual husbands and all these things are mostly in religious circles. In our traditional spirituality, especially Ewe traditional spirituality and Voodoo, the things that I have learned are not Christian, and they have no relationship with Christianity. So the concept of spiritual husbands are not there in the teachings and the lessons that I have learned. However, there are energies and entities who sometimes came in your destiny. And sometimes they want to show themselves or want to either work with you or make you to know their presence in their life. And if you don't know them through spiritual consultation and all this thing, they may be appearing as a roadblocks and challenges in your life or on your path. When you go to an ordinary spiritualist or a Christian priest or a Muslim priest, oh, they'll say you have a spiritual husband, and that spiritual husband is blocking everything. Sometimes it is just the energies that wanted to work with you, but they want to create awareness for you to know them. And that way of trying to let you know them, you may find it as if it was a problem. But if you go to a proper diviner, that diviner will tell you what exactly is blocking or trying to approach you. And once you know it, your life begins to shine and things start happening in your life. So that concept of spiritual husbands may not be totally true, but in religious circles, that's the way they can explain it. Thank you very much. Because if you have a spiritual husband, so there must be spiritual wives as well, and probably spiritual children. Huh? Is it not? If there's a spiritual husband and spiritual wife, then there must be spiritual children. How are you going to deal with all this? Spiritual grandfathers, spiritual grandmothers. No. What we know is that there are energies that came in your destiny, and the Eves call this one Taji Vodu. The Taji Vodu, the Vodus that came on your Ori, and the Yorubas call it Orisha. The Ori is your head, and Eves call head Eta. So a Taji Voodoo is spirits that came in your destiny, and these spirits wanted to make their presence known, that they are here with you. Some are helpers, some are there to guide you, and some are there just to watch you to grow. But you, without knowing them, they came in your life, but what you should do to let them work with you, you don't know it, so you begin to feel as if they are distractions and they are blocking your way. It is good that you visit a traditional spiritual diviner to look into your life and tell you what is in your destiny and what you should do about it or them in order to see the benefits that they brought with you into this world. A lot of time, people who have Mamiwata in their destiny, when they go to religious settings or other Christianity or Islam, they say, oh, you are having a marine spirit. The marine spirit is worrying you. But how do they know whether you came into this life with that particular energy that is about or wanted to help you, and you don't know? It is advisable that you go and find out and learn about yourself. The Hindu philosophies teach that man, know thyself. Try to know yourself, and once you know yourself, all this husband or wife or children do not make you scared. Thank you very much, Errol, for that beautiful question. And then we have a divine finest Choi. What is that? Let me see. Choice work. They say following the host. And then Shadrach Paradise also follow the host. And Maxino said, okay, thank you, sir. I will do just that. You are very much welcome, Maxino. And then we have N. Ameibo say, Papa, do you nature spirits have free will? I don't know whether nature spirits have free will or they don't have free will. Because whatever is in nature, they are all working together for the common good of nature and for the common good of humanity and all that lives within that nature. Whether they have a free will or they don't have a free will, I don't know, because I am not a spirit. I am not a nature spirit. I am a human being, and I am working with spirits, working with nature spirits and all other spirits for that matter. But I don't know whether they have a free will or they don't have a free will. Even human beings, do we really have a free will? If we come to think about it, do we really have a free will? Anyway, we think about that. And then we have Chamsi say, please, do you do marine work? No, I don't do marine work, but I do consultation. And if in your consultation a spirit of spirit that is in nature, which uses its water as its base or abode, yes, we work with that. We don't work with a marine spirit and all this. That's not the way we look at it. From our angle, there are spirits that use water. There are spirits that use fire. There are spirits that use the earth, and the spirits that use the air. And spirits use the ether, and all those things. We work with all of them. But we don't say we are doing marine work, whereby somebody will come and say, oh, I want a marine spirit is wearing me. We don't know what is a marine spirit. But we know that there are spirits that use water as their base to operate. Thank you. And then we have Angela G. Williams, our sister there in the USA. I need some more Akai soap, Papa. Yes, they are on the way to the US, and once you place order, it will come to you. I know the first one that I made about 6 years or 7 years ago, I sent them to you and to Khadija, and you people were the ones who distributed them for me. We have made another new one, so they are on the way coming into the US. And once they get there, I'll inform you in my program. But if you place an order for them, once they get to the US, it will be posted to you. It will attract the cost price of $75 plus the shipping or postage. I don't know how that will be. And then we have Sultan says, sun does not deal with beauty, That's Venus. You don't know about so much about spirituality. Bring it down. The sun does not deal with beauty. You don't know so much about spirituality. You don't know that the sun shines and brings beautiful things out. You thought that Venus is the only one that deals with beauty. You don't know so much, my brother or my sister. So don't tell me here that the sun does not deal with beauty. What brings beauty out? Is it not light? And what brings light? Is it not the sun? And you are telling me sun does not deal with beauty. What do you know about spirituality? Let's go on. And then we have Benosel 39, Benose 39 say, please, how much is it? We just said the price is $75 for the package of 3 different things: soap, oil, and incense. Thank you very much. And then we have Mr. Blaise. How much in euro? Please, I don't know euro. I'm talking about US dollars. You can convert them. I don't have an idea about how much 75 US dollars are or is in euro. You should work it out. That's why I said that you should convert it to your local currency, and then we will send it to you. Thank you very much. And then Angela G. Williams said, yes, Papa, a wonderful product. Thank you very much. And then I am Khadija, Papa, I need some more oil. Yes, they are on the way coming to you in the US, and Bokor John will be distributing them to all of you who need them. Once you place an order, they will send them to you. I'm grateful. And then we have Bright Pencil. So Benjamin Asiedu follow the host. Thank you very much, Benjamin. And then Bright Pencil say, okay, follow the host. And then Lolo Bless is follow the host, and Hale also follow the host. Don Marcus follow the host, and BJMS can drive out evil eyes and monitoring spirit. Yes, that's what it does. It's supposed to clear and cleanse your aura, and also cleanse your location or your environment in order to drive it. By cleansing means it's driving away negativity or negative energies that may be affecting you. Thank you very much, BJMS. And then we have Kes. They are your heavily made and alliance allies. Yes. Those like in your Yoruba, you call them Egbe, the Egbe people or something, the Egbe or something. So yes, the spirits are our heavenly, or we don't be, in Ewe culture, we don't believe in heaven. There is nothing like a heaven. We believe in our ancestors. Whether that is what they call heaven, we don't know. But we don't have the concept of heaven. The heaven concept came from Christian religion and Islam. Thank you very much, Kes. And then Benjamin Asiedu said, good evening, Papa. Hello, Benjamin Asiedu 401. Good evening to you. And then Kes said they are not bad. Yes, I know. Those Orisha or Taji Vodu, they came from your destiny and they are not bad. And then we have hey, we are having so many people. Then I am Khadija said, Papa, what is the difference between Ori and Ese? Ori and Ese are the same, we will say, because Ori means your destiny and Ese also means your destiny. However, there are some small differences because of language. For us, the Ese is your inner self, and then within your Ese, within your inner self or your soul, you have your head spirit, and that head spirit is what is called Ori. And your head spirits are not only one. In some people's cases, there are so many head spirits, so we call it Taji Vodu, because the word Ori in Yoruba means head. The word Ori in Yoruba simply means your head.
search for people.
Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to you wherever you may be at this very precious moment. Thank you all very much. And I also want to use this opportunity to say Happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there taking care of their wards, their children, and to fathers who are also playing the roles of a mother. Happy Mother's Day to you all. Today is the 10th of May 2026, and we are here once again. I'll pour libation, and after the libation, we will go straight into listening to your question, or reading your questions, your comments, and your greetings. I am Bokor Christopher Voncujovi, your host. This is African Magic Temple, ReVodution Voodoo, live streaming, question and answer, live streaming. Thank you all very much. Oh, ago mauga, mauga sobolisa, meduago, mauga kitikata, meduago, mauga ese, meduago. Ese joto ame joto, ese na anu ame, ese te na anu ame, woman of heavy, dokuna heavy, woman of heavy maybe na nu dokuna heavy, but now dokuna heavy maybe na nu woman of heavy, we all say, mayo, megaterumo, no maybe a no gaterumo, maybe I am a say, I go to the Ngobe in the Kuku, you put on your own. I see lady, if I'm an family, when I we are shame for a shop, semi for a shop. We are braxas, me os ya trepo do go yata dreto be vime kuna o wo ve soton o wo ve so le ka me yo me do ago e me yo mi ano zo je ani do zo kaka chika zo ba je adre mi ala fa me nya gbo mi na ku nya gbo le juro hono me yo ra ketelo we nya ingba ma jo flo lo afa pla ingba ma do adi ka o we nya ble me ma te kulo eteku ete eka gana ka to na gbo be nya lo abana geje gane bo me yo akan be chu pe kan wale wa kan je wa kan bisu wa kan tro wa kan me wa kan fi wa kan ma ni wa ta wa ka be wa kan be pa na ba haja do la ko pra ba ma do fi to ba so ma to do ju me yo mi nu da me yo ni ho ba do wa ka ko pa mi yo zango me yo mi preview ame me ga all Twitter and X me all hello le on. Hello on.
It's on. Yes, it's on.
Okay, because I got cut off. I don't. But if I remember, had a dog over, I'm not your feet, but so much dodgy, may you know about the work of Zango, every place you are at the job at that job. For coming about a magic chino, while you do quite all from job when you have a job when you went to a moju to have quite a good new living with over the two so play moving out of America. But I may have to go over your knee, chop at the office here. But to now, better, or as if I barely dinner, chop at an end, I need a penny, I jopata ni atebe me yo lo amesi me bo di to tagbe de ntapa pelu ti subolu ajima oboju plo doja lo pe ko ma valentine family ta alojo na pefu ago sapate me yo atigede me yo ko do me yo ko Allah afia me yo me gasi se geja papa sesen to be de ba ha yo brahini me yo bo chi me yo ngbe me yo foli ko mo re ke bo ni go to kuche kuma ga to be no ku to me na fana ni lo me yo Tony Kosipoku akubia yo no ni Mary akoso ago kufo de kokugeje tasinye amosi fusi jam koso abra kobra mama nye bojo emba to gonya kokufi to gonya kubia mensa mama nye duru yepe mbe pekuno kutoma ne fala where are the let's see the microphone. There's no microphone here. Ne to gonya kubia mensa mama nye duru yepe mbe pekuno kutoma ne fala ni Mayo a penny Celestina, what could be a Katrina, could be a 4 years since could be for your Ben, could be a Kutum and family. Mayo Mias from what you church could be a Cecilia, when I can't a Kutum and a family. That would not do you. The way to Jimmy, your Timothy has separated Barasubara Bonana, Kutum and a family. The Bokadafi is so far who will be a coffee charge of who know the Vapo, who let me have a that of my Kutum and a family. To get anything to Legita, to be Abraham given the channel, to live your tossing on Kabila Benazia Batini. Kutum and a family of the Bobo, enemy and not the woman of Farania. May your Tobacco Kwame via Jogging. May your Cocoma, Azuma, and Movie. Harani Kutum and family. Mayor Benis Venia since your Ruben Comla could be your happy Akosa Baji, your Bokor, and Prima to my family. To my family. Your Trevi, you bring you, but you could be a real baby, you put you know about your number this at the mathematics, capital review. And I will bring from your Abuchi Sacracam job. I'll be a double. Oh, good to call it or call Kuma, but you valley at you. Friend, Tamani, if you go and be sing, I will coffee to jab, coffee, chop to a coffee, which I have coffee at the cable. I ran if you took it. I am a sister, but it didn't away. Give me a middle. The way my mom, a young youngster. That be Jimmy, you know, I'm assisting you, that be Jimmy, you go, you know, shall be once ready. Tell you. I go to do any other one. I mean, the book, one year, I mean, the dog, one year. How may you have to get the mad person? Coaching or patching, patching, or you won't patch it, truck or patch it. Chiefing, Taha Madi ever heritage a book, Pesagi, I would over the Pesagi, I will put Harana. May your Afanago, Fabo Manchester, Thomas on that time. We are Pali, the Meji, Kumeji, Olimeji, Timeji, so Meji, Olimeji, Ablameji, Aklameji, Mudameji, Samaji, Kameji, Tukumeji, Tulami, Netimeji, Chemeji, Fumeji, Polichi, Tula, Clavagate, Watamaro, Tamara, when I do that way, I had a tell that the put over there, that the Jimmy Middle, I'm saying, yo, okay, a person who is playing the music, they should stop. It will cap the music. Who is playing the music? They would interfere with me, please. And then, moment that comes, they say we are using somebody's what do they call it? Copyright, and then they will cut the work. Thank you. Okay, so we are on TikTok and we have a Fia Sweet sending us a Fia Sweet 2 sending us is it toffee or candy or what? Yes. Okay, thank you. And then Fia Sweet 2 say good evening, Papa. Good evening, Fia Sweet. Thank you very much, everybody. And then I think those are the only people here. Yes. Wow. Okay, so we are on YouTube and we have a public relation 695. Say happy Mother's Day to you, Papa. I know that you are both a father and a mother because some of your children may not have a mother in the house. So happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you very much, public relations 695 Doji. Thank you and happy Mother's Day to our mother, your mommy. Thank you very much. And then we have Kwesi Damali 8772 say greetings to you, Papa, and all the Bokors in AMT. Thank you very much, Kwesi Damali 88772. Thank you and happy Mother's Day to your mommy and to all the lovely women in your life. Thank you very much. Please send in your questions, your comments, your greetings, and then we'll take it from here. Let me see. You see, fine again. I guess I said too much. And then on TikTok again, we have B Fashion Backup say, Papa, it's me, Blessing. Hello, Blessing. How are you? Thank you very much, and congratulations to your daughter's graduation from BECE. I saw the videos. Congratulations. You did a very good work. Thank you very much for joining the section. And then we have Hopeson. Say good evening, Papa. Hello, Hopeson. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. I'm grateful. Hope you are fine. And then we have a Blessing again there saying it's me, Blessing. Yeah, thank you. And then the person for South Park say thanks, Baba. Thank you very much too. And then Hopeson, Papa, what is the use of the items in front of you? Okay, there are so many items in front of me, but I believe you are talking about the ones in these boxes. Okay, these are our products that we have started, we have completed them. We started marketing them. They include, there are 3 products in a box, and one is the Akai soap for oral enhancement, so that whenever you bath it or you use it to wash your face and you go to places, people will be able to deal with you pleasantly than to deal with you hostile. It's an aura. It enhances your aura so that wherever you go, at least you meet good people and people will be good towards you and treat you nicely. Even if their minds against you, the moment they see you, they begin to. If their minds against you is hostile, when they see you, when you bath this, it creates a pleasant atmosphere. And the second one is the what do you call it? A fumigation incense that you use in fumigating your house, your workplace, your shop, in order to attract business and attract good energies coming to you. And the last one is the attraction oil of Akai, my Voodoo that I have worked with for many years. This is the oil of Akai. Akai is this Voodoo's oil for attraction of good things in general. It's not limited to anything. It attracts good things in general. Most of you who have heard about me speaking about Akai, you will see that he has done so many things in my life, and including even bringing children into my life. So this is Akai's oil. We actually did this package about 6-7 years ago, and we sent them out. And this is the second batch in the past 6 years, I would say. We have just made them. It took a long time to make. That's why people who were asking for it, that we should send them to it. It's now before it is ready. It takes time to prepare them, but they are very strong and very effective when you use them. We are sending them as a package, because what do you call it? If you use only one, you may not see the efficacy. That's why when you use the 3 together, then you begin to enjoy its effectiveness or efficacy. So that's what it is. So those are the 3 things: Akai oil, Akai's attraction oil, Akai's aura enhancing soap, and a fumigation or a fumigation incense. Thank you very much, Hobson, for that question. I'm grateful. You are welcome. Oh, Sister Gagubabaga. Sure. When I do the field, about me, your ways on. I don't come as a man, no. Oh, come as a man, breast baby never come. You ways on. And they said, I have a heart of gold. Say good evening, sir. Hello, heart of gold. Thank you very much, and good evening to you. Hope you are doing well. Thank you very much and welcome to the AMT question and answer live streaming. Thank you very much. And then we have Kofi Abu 6. Can you do consultation? Yes, we do consultation, but we don't do consultation on our live stream. Consultations are done privately. So if you are interested, take our number, book an appointment. Wherever you are in the world, we will be able to do a spiritual consultation with you. Thank you very much. And then B Fashion Backup, which is blessing, they say, what is the price? The price of the package is $75 for the trip. This in one package, so you can easily link up if you are interested to buy. Our office will feature you. But the most of the products are they are now in the US and they will be shipping from the US. We sent all the products to the US and they will be shipping from the US because it makes it easier when it is shipped from that place that we shipping them from here, so you can easily reach out and they will ship it to you. Thank you very much. And then Hope Sin said, what's the price, Papa? Can it be delivered to me tomorrow at East Legon? Hope Sin, as I was just saying, the products are all in the US. You place an order and then they will ship them to you. It will come. But you call our number and let's see if some can be delivered to you. The price is $75 US. You can convert it to Ghana cedis and see how much that will be. I'm grateful. Thank you very much. And then we have I think that's all for TikTok now. But this one, how would they ask any question? I don't think. Okay. So we have a Kwasi Damali 8772. The recitals you made for the libation, I've been wondering, is it less effective if the recitals are in English or any other language other than Ewe? No, it is not less effective. I am an Ewe speaker, as you know, and I learn most of my recitals, especially about the Ewe Vodu, this is in Ewe language. There are recitals that I have that are made in, like in the Kabbalah, this are in English. And when I do those recitals, because the language in which it originated from was in English, I use the English language as its base because it was written in English language. And this libation pouring is not limited to language. What you need to do is to know how to pour the libation. And the recitals here, I call the names of the Vodus that I work with. I call Togbe Glimdo. I call upon. I think today I didn't mention Glimdo, but usually when I pour libation, I mention Togbe Glimdo. I call Afanagonu. I call Akai. I call Jokbata, and then also I call upon my ancestors, starting with my grandfathers, and then to my father, to my siblings who passed on, my uncles, and my teachers who passed on. I call upon them, and then I also call upon the Asasiya or Mother Earth, and then I call upon Afa Nagonu by invoking all the Odus or Afadus from Beneji to Wali Che Tula. So if you know them, even if you don't know, you can write them down, and then when you are pouring the libation, you can just keep reciting them and calling them. It does not stop the efficacy or anything. It is okay, because and if someone want to translate it into Ga language, that's fine. If you want to translate it into Akan or to any language that you are comfortable speaking, you can translate them. It does not make them less effective, because at the end of the day, the energies that you are calling and the ancestors that you are pouring the libation to, the ancestors that you are pouring the libation to are part of your DNA already. So when you calling them, you are actually invoking your inner self to listen to them. So it is not less effective at all. Thank you very much for that beautiful question, Kosi Damani. Grateful. Okay. So I have a question coming from MS. He said, Papa, I have logged in late. What is the purpose of the medicine? This okay, you may call them medicines, but they're okay. They are just there are one of them is aura enhancing. So, like the name goes, is to enhance your aura so that your aura will be pleasant with people when you are dealing with people. That is what is called. That's why we call it aura enhancing soap. You can choose to call it lucky soap or whatever, but we are calling it aura enhancing soap, and that's what it is. That's one of the packages, one of the things in the containers. And then we have the fumigation incense to also to cleanse the aura of your environment wherever you are. If you are using it to cleanse the environment for your spiritual things, or you are using it to cleanse the aura of your house, your room, the environment, or you are using it to cleanse the aura in your working place or in your shop, it helps in attracting good things, good spirits, and good customers to your place. So that is it. And then, of course, the final one being the Akanyi oil. Akanyi had been one of the deities that is our patron deity of African Magic Temple, and it has been with me for years and has done so many wonderful things. I've spoken very much about Akanyi in most of my discourses, and I'm sure you would have heard some. If you haven't, Akanyi is a deity that I have worked with for many years and has brought a lot of things. And I think last week I was saying that Akanyi originally, when I got it, it was for attracting customers, as in people who were called women, called girls, they were using it. But then when I got it, I tuned it into attracting business and attracting good people, and even attracting good children from the psychic plane into coming into the physical plane for me. Yeah, so this is Israel. It is when you wear the oil, it's a perfume oil. When you wear the oil on you, you attract good things, and people give you respect and all other things. So that's what the package here is for. The three are the same. This is one, this another one. So that's why it is. I just put them to show to people. That's why there are 3 boxes here, and each box that is going out for $75 US, and its conversion into any local currency. Thank you very much. And then we have a fear. So Papa, please, can you be initiated in 3 different spirits at the same time? Yes, you can be initiated into maybe 100 spirits at the same time. Once you are able to contain them, because spirits are energies, and when they initiate you into them, most of the time the energy of the spirit must come upon you. And when it comes upon you or dawns upon you, that is when you have a relationship with the spirit. You can feel it. And in some people's cases, it does not really come upon them, but it comes to them and it relates to them as well. But in some people, moment you start the initiation, they begin to get the energy and they begin to vibrate and get processed sometimes. So that's what we do. So you can be initiated into many spirits at the same time. Maybe not the same day, because some of them have a special days to be used for initiation. So like all these things you see on my table here as spirits, they are all different voodoos. Okay, these three are one, this is a different one, this is another one, this one is another one, and then there is this one. Each one is a different deity, and then of course this is also a voodoo. You can be initiated into many, and I have been initiated into all this and many more that are in the shrine. So you can be initiated into many voodoos at the same time. Thank you very much. And then we have our friend Philip Ryan, the deal that is Aboru, Abo, she's a friend. It's a Eleboya, Eleboyu, Eleboya, Abokiche. That's how the Ewe say Eleboru, Eleboya, Abokiche. This originally is Yoruba, it's Aboru, Aboye, Abochishe. Our people adulterated into Eleboya, Elebolu, Eleboya, Elebokiche. But when you say these things, people who are very wiser than us will start to challenge you and say that it is not Yoruba, it is Ewe, which is okay. Nobody has any problem. If you are using it and it's working for you, that's fine. So thank you very much, Philip Ryan. How are you, Baba Philip Ryan? And I would want to introduce Philip Ryan briefly here. Philip Ryan is a Bokor, and he has his own page, and he is using AI to draw most of the voodoos or the orishas. And I was so surprised that when I first heard him teaching Afa on the TikTok, I was surprised. Then when I opened his page, I realized that he was more a white person than a black man, but he knows the art very well, and he is teaching it very well, and I really fell in love with his teaching, and we become friends. So that is Philip Ryan. When you go onto the internet, you will see his page, and he is doing very well promoting the African traditional spirituality, and now he's using AI to even create musics and all things, which is African Afa. I would say Afa musics and all the Ifa music, which is very interesting. Thank you very much, Baba Philip, for joining my live session today. And then we have MSE saying thank you, and thank you too. And then Agbabibi say, Papa, how long has Akanyi been with you compared to Jopata? Okay, Akanyi had been with me since I think 1993, which is, it's almost 40 years, right? Akanyi has been 1993 to now.
To be about 33, 34 years.
Maybe 33 years.
33.
33 years, okay, so it's not exactly 40 years. So it's about 33 years that Akanyi had been with me, and I've been working, is it 1993 or 1990? Okay, about 1993, I guess, yeah. Akanyi had been with me for about 1993, and It's not exactly 40 years, about 33 years. Sometimes I think that it's been with me longer than that. But it's about 33 years. 93 to 2026 is 33 years. Okay. About 33 years it's been with me. And I've been working with Akai. I was actually initiated into Akai and Jopata at the same time, but I have not had Jopata as a shrine, as a deity. It's only I was given the seeds of initiation, like what we do for people today. And I think around 1994, the same time, 1993, Jopata and Akai, I was initiated into them. But Akai was giving me, this very bottle was made for me back in 1993, and it has been working with me. At that time, I didn't have many voodoos as I do today, and it's the only one that I had, and I had sent it on so many errands and given it many tasks, and it has fulfilled them all, maybe including the task of when my wife was told that she would not have children because of her age and all that. But when I asked Akai said I shouldn't worry, and he promised that I will have a child, and truly we had a Senna. My son came because Akai was the one who actually did whatever the doctors couldn't do. The doctors said that she was old, and even if she would have a child, the child would be a Down syndrome child. But Akai told me I should not listen to the doctors, because the doctors even suggested that if she should abort the baby because she may have a Down syndrome child. But Akai told me I shouldn't, because he will be a real child. And today everybody sees Senna everywhere, and he is just carrying on the mantle of the spirit and going wherever. So Akai had been a very, very good partner, a spirit partner, and I had worked with it. And Jopata, I had it, but I didn't have it as, I was initiated into it, but I did not have it as a deity. It's only the initiation that I took. Then in 1997, when I returned to Ghana, I was able to finally create the Jopata as a voodoo, and I gave it a shrine. So that's what it is. So they both had been with me, but Akai had been with me maybe around 1993, and then 1997 when I created Jopata, 1997-98, that I put Jopata together as a shrine, and he also started performing. Even though the time I didn't have it as a deity, I was able to work with it with people, and it has also proven very well. I was only having the bracelet, and yet still it was working for many, many people that I had prayed and use it to help. That's what made me to want to have it as a shrine. Thank you for that question, Vivi. And then we have Tasky Poi, Tabang Tejan from Lesotho. I want to open a business. Can you check for the will for if there will be success? Yes, we can check for you, but I don't do readings on my live shows. I'm not that kind of priest who come without knowing you, without meeting you, without having a contact with you and start telling you about your story. I wasn't taught like that. However, if you want to consult, our number is there. Book an appointment. There are certain stages we'll go through before consultation, and once that part is done, we will do your consultation for you and tell you what your business will be. I'm grateful. And then we have Musty saying good evening. Hello, Musty. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining the session. I hope you and your loved ones are fine. And then Mr. Ima said, Papa, what is the round thing around your wrist? This is the Tobe Jopata's bracelet. I was just talking about Jopata right now. This is his bracelet, and if you look at our symbol, he is one of the artwork in our logo, because he's one of our patron spirits or deities. So that is what you see on my wrist. And then say, Mr. Imam went, can anyone have it, please? Yes, anyone can have it if you go through the process. I don't, Jopata is not like just take, no, it's a whole initiation. When you go through the initiation, you can have it. Thank you.
Sorry.
Let me go and finish him answer. So, and what is the purpose, Papa? Jopata is for protection. As you can hear, the name is Jopata. In Ewe, the word Jop means happening. Pata, sudden. So the spirit's name is Jopata, which simply means things of sudden happenings, things that can happen suddenly without you preparing or being aware of it. He is the master of sudden happenings. And these sudden happenings could be accident, could be attack, it could be anything. But Jopata will be present to protect you. It also projects you and guides you to good things. That is the purpose of a Jopata. It's a protective amulet, bracelet that we have. And then if you're sweet to say, what is the difference between having Jopata and initiating into Jopata? Having Jopata as a deity means you have to have the Jopata and have a shrine for it and be doing the necessary things with it as how they have spirit, like Voodoo. And then you have it, and then you will be praying to it, also helping others with that Jopata and other things. But getting initiation into Jopata is simply you swallowing the paradise or the seeds of initiation and having the bracelet given to you during the initiation. But to have Jopata as a Voodoo in your shrine, it's a whole lot of things, because the Voodoo has to be made from herbs. And that Voodoo, when it comes into your house, it takes control of a lot of things, and you can work with it and work with it for other people as well. But by initiating into Jopata, you are asking Jopata to protect you, defend you in times of sudden happenings, and also to open doors for you. When people attack you, it blocks them and protect you from the negative energies that people may send towards you, or negative energies that you may unfortunately encounter on your way. But Jopata is there to deliver you and rescue you from the hands of those negative entities. That is why you take the initiation and swallow the seed of Jopata. In Ewe, people will say that Edu Vodu, you have eaten the Voodoo, which simply means you have been initiated into the Voodoo. But to have the Voodoo as a Voodoo and start to work with it, it takes a whole lot of things. And I know a lot of people have been asking me to give the Jopata Voodoo to them so that they can also work with it, but I have not been able to give to anybody yet than my son Senna, who currently lives in China. I have initiated him into, because they are far away from me, so I want them to also have Jopata there and be able to work with it and help other people. So that is the story of Jopata. To initiate and to have the dog Jopata as a Voodoo are two different things. To have them as a Voodoo is a whole different initiation. But to have it only to protect you and guide you is less problematic than when you want to have it as a Voodoo. And then we have them say Ima saying thank you, Papa, and thank you too. And then Kojo Oscar said, Papa, please, where are you located in Ghana? And does one have to come over in person for consultation? Kojo Oscar, we are on the Spinters Road in Accra, Ghana, but you don't necessarily need to come in person for consultation. We can do your consultation online, but first thing you need to contact our office. The office will give you the necessary direction on what things to bring, what things to send, and then we can do the consultation for you, whether you come physically or you are not here physically. We can do it virtually. Thank you very much. And then Bokor Kofi wanted to ask some questions. Yes.
Papa, it was about Toby Jopata. If you don't mind sharing the story behind Toby Jopata, how you got Toby Jopata.
No, you see, the reason why I don't want to share so many of the Toby Jopata story anymore is that somebody may hear this story and may also create something and call it Jopata. And then what you know is that when they ask them how did they come about it, they'll take my story and present it that this is how they came about it. So there will be no difference between the Jopata I have and the Jopata that they have, because they will pick that information and then try to relate it to people, and then at the end of the day somebody will say, this person's Jopata is even more powerful than your own. Meanwhile, it was not the Jopata that I have. So that's why I am keeping, before I was just sharing how I came in contact with Jopata. But now I realize that a lot of people want to have the Jopata, but to have it as a Voodoo and work with it as a Voodoo, but they are not really willing to come to me to go through the necessary process, just like how I also go through processes with other people. If I want to take a Voodoo from someone, I go there, I pay money, I do all the necessary things, and they do the necessary things for me and initiate me and give me it to me as a Voodoo. But there are people who would not want to go through that, but they want to have the name and use it for whatever they created. What they created may be very effective and very effective as a Voodoo, but it is not the Jopata that I have. So that's why I don't want to talk about the encounter with Jopata. But what I know, I can say simply that Jopata is a very powerful Voodoo, and if you go against its order, it kills you. And it was through one of those way that it was killing people that we came in contact with it, and then we were able to invoke it, and then it gave us why he was killing people, and he also said when we can do the necessary things for him, he will no more kill anybody, but only to protect. That's how we came in contact with it. Yeah.
So they always call deities Voodoo.
Yes.
Anything that's a deity.
Yeah.
Voodoo.
Yes.
But you also hear people use words like Besa, Jirapa, Zidoi, Tron, Ko, Ile, Okre. Papa, what's the difference when you hear this? Are they all Voodoos?
No, there is something the Ewe called Joka. A Joka is only incantations that are given to you, and this incantation, when you recite them, changes happen in nature. They may not be a voodoo that you will have, but maybe the person who shared that besa with you may have something as the voodoo. But most of the time, it is not, they don't, besa, joka, or these things mostly coming from Epidome. When I say Epidome, I'm talking about the central to the northern areas, not the southern areas. And we don't have anything called voodoo. We have a tron. But when we say a tron in Epidome, we are talking about a particular voodoo that a lot of people surrender to or work with, or communal deity. That's what we call a tron. Okay, so in Epidome, mostly people have one tron in the town, and that become a communal or community voodoo or spirit or deity. Like in my town, Hohwe, we have the Bedemi Nango. And Bedemi Nango is a deity of the Egbi people or Hohwe people for centuries. And that's the only throne that some people may come to know. There were other ones that we call like the Echi Guagua, which is also doesn't exist anymore, or its location is not known to everybody anymore. And I also heard, I don't know, but I heard from elders that there was even a Dulegba, which was at the front of the town before you enter the town. But that one too, nobody knows its place anymore. Then, of course, we have a throne like a Mana. Mana is one of the thrones. I think Toboko Kwame Joge was saying that there were three deities or a throne, which was in Hawaii when he came to Hawaii in his childhood. One is Mana, then Dai, and then Bedeminango. These three deities were what Hawaii people had as a throne or deities. But other people, individually, people have their own small joka, besa, which sometimes is in the form of a talisman, maybe in the form of a pipe that they smoke, or in the form of a walking stick, and they go around with it, and if something happens, they just hit it on the ground, or they puff it, something different happens. So joka and besa. Besa means a word that you can bind. Be, which means a word or sound. Sa, to bind. So besa simply means a word that you can bind using different words together, and then you bind them in your mind and in your mouth, and it takes a physical effect. For instance, people who will say besa and then disappear, or besa for fighting. You enter into a crowd of people or people who wanted to attack you, and you just say some word, and then when you hit anybody, the person will fall down, and even to the point that the person can just die. And then there is besa that someone can just call a name, excuse me to say, this one is I'm teaching, can call a name, and then your heart will just cease, the opponent's heart will just cease to work, and that means death. So besa in our epidome is the most common thing, because we are war fighting people. We are warriors. We are war fighting people, because when the Ewes migrated from wherever they came from, when they came to this part of the world, which is Ghana and the Volta region, there were some people there already. and they also wanted a home, and in order for them to have a home, they have to fight the people in order to get a space for themselves. So they have a lot of fighting juju, a war juju. That's why when you see the people in Evedome, most of the time our dances, you realize that people are either using knife to cut themselves to show that knife cannot do anything to them. Because of that warrior nature of our people, they had always been fighting. So they do protective joka and besa in order to be able to survive in the environment in which they found themselves. So, but then the person may not have any voodoo or throw anywhere. Maybe the voodoo is only to take a herb, or the besa is only to take a herb and put some incantation on it and tell you to chew that herb. After chewing the herb, even if you take a knife and start cutting yourself, it will not cut you. That doesn't mean you have any deity in your room or in a special shrine that you need to go and pour oil on top of it or pour drink on top of it. The besa is given to you at the spot, and from there it starts working. Especially when people are going to war, the young people who may be new to going to war, they gather them, they bath them herbs, and after they give them some seeds to swallow, and they give you the besa. You go to war, bullets will be passing, and bullets will not be hitting you. And this is what our people wear. So the difference between a voodoo or a tro or a deity and besa is that in a tro, you need to have a physical image of something down, where you have to, I don't want to use the word worship, but that which you have to communicate with all the time in order to empower it to empower you. But besa and joka are things that they just give you. There are some joka until they give you the seed of initiation. Once the person speaks the word, it will affect you. That's why sometimes you see that when I'm going to initiate people into certain things, I give some seeds to people to keep in their mouth in order to protect them from the words that I may be using. Because if you are not protected, the words that I may be teaching may affect you or affect other people. That is how besa is. And the Ewes of the central Ewe of Edome people, we are very good in those. We don't have so many created voodoos that or deities that we have and be pouring libation on them compared to our brothers in the southern part of Togo and Benin. We don't have those things. We have the quick antidotes to problem. Yeah.
So, but what you're saying is you can have a throne, and that a throne will have besa within it.
Yeah, definitely. Every throne it is comprising of also besa. Because even let's say Togo Pata, it's a throne which is there, but it has its incantations that activate it. And when you have it as a deity or as a throne, it's there. But the besa, we are not giving the besa to everybody until you are initiated into it and you have that besa, and then you can recite it if you want. But even with the simple initiation into Togo Jopata, by you mentioning only the word Jopata, the throne or the deity will be present. That's how it works. Even if you don't know all the incantation, by just saying Jopata is enough to bring its presence and all the other deities that are inside the Jopata to be able to work for you. So there are besa. Every throne has its own besa as well. But there are certain besas that people don't have any throne. It's just the head like kliku. Kliku is just a herb. But when you know its recitation or besa, and when you call it and you use that herb to do something, it takes physical effect. The same thing with siu. It has its own besa. I don't think that I've taught you people the besa of siu. Siu has its own besa. And then hunsikonu, you know the besa of hunsikonu. It has its own besa. And when you, and there's not only one, you see, the one that you people know is hunsikonu is review. No. In every domain, it's a different besa for it. And that is hunsikonu. So each herb may have different besa depending on depending on the locality, the environment, the location, and the dialect, the Ewe dialect that is using it. You know what we call kokolo vino. It has a besa, but it is the one that they call rekbekuto. And that one's besa, it's just a herb. Once you say the besa, get my tea, it's just a besa. When you use the besa and use light gum powder for it, it kills people. This is what Evedome people know. Of course, the Anglos, the Southern Ewes, the Togo people, the Benin, they also know their own in their own locality and in their own languages. But when you go on the coast, you realize that there are more worshipping and voodoos that have been set up, that a lot of people, or thrones that have been set up and a lot of people gather around it. But when you come to Vedome, where we come from, you don't see such things. It's only once you say that a troncy is there, and you will not see any other troncy maybe far away before. However, in the south, a troncy can be here. There's one Voodoo shrine here, another one here, another one here, and it goes all along. Give me my cup. It goes all along the coast. But in Vedome, is there water inside? No, give me. It's okay. I used it today. Yes, thank you. So that is the difference between the but it's all depend on the dialect and also the locality. And the names are different. The same thing with different names, because every language is a dialectical language. The dialects are different, but they are all Ewe. That's why the Germans have made the Anglo-Ewe language or Ewe dialect the standard dialect. That's why they wrote such in the books and all this. Please check the front of this. That's why when you are learning Ewe, you learn the Anglo dialect, because it is the one that is the standard language. However, when you go deeper, you see that the same thing, but people have different names for it. Take for instance, Fetri, which is okro. In most Ewe languages, it's called Fetri. But when you come to Bando, Soviet, Amfwe, what do you call it? That area, our Evedome area, they call it Ademe. They say Ademe. But that Ademe in other Ewe dialect means ayoyo or spinach. So the dialects are different, but they are all Ewe. So you need to understand each dialect to be able to communicate perfectly and know what they are talking about. So Besa is like that. So a throw also is like that. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Papa, and back to essay.
Listen.
Wednesday we were talking about essay, but I wanted to ask one question. You said there are branches according to your teaching. And you know there's essay Pony, there's essay leader bang, essay betichi, and even a seven. Papa, to someone who doesn't know these things, how would you explain to the person?
Okay. Essay simply means, in every language, the word essay has three meanings. One is destiny. One is essence. And then another one is law. Over say law, means the law should deal with you. Law. It's also called essay in Ewe. And then the essence of something like a flower. How is it called in Ewe? Essay means the essence of the tree is that flower. Essay. That's why there's an incantation, which is also an attractive incantation, that atikese meyoho atiekese eheo onyazi, which means when a tree blossoms, the flowers of a tree blossom, it does not call birds, but the moment it blossoms, birds will rush to it. So esse in this essence means flower, or the essence of a plant. Okay? Then there is law, which is also esse. And then destiny, which is also esse. So the question you are asking now is on the destiny line. Okay, mau ga esse. So destiny, wherever esse boli, which is the blueprint of your destiny. You came into this world, you came with your destiny, or it's your destiny that has taken form as you. That's why when you die and this body disintegrates and is discarded, your essence, your destiny doesn't die. It remains and leaves the body until it finds a new body, which is reincarnation. That means our Ewes also believe in reincarnation. Okay? So Ese Boli is the blueprint or the Google map, let me say, of your destiny. How to walk in life, things you should do and things you shouldn't do. That is where Ese Boli, and it can only be gotten through initiation into Afa. When you are initiated into Afa, that is when you know the reason, the purpose of you being here. That is a ceremony, and it is the way the Ewes call Afa initiation is you are being, or Afa, another name for Afa in Ewe is a ceremony, your destiny's blueprint. Then there is the Ese Lide Abame, which is the destiny that we call Mauga Ese, which is represented, people represented in order to have a relationship with your destiny. You may not have the blueprint of your destiny, but when you set up your destiny, you can be doing the necessary things by fetching water and praying to your destiny so that your destiny will be able to guide you. That is where we do the Eselide Agbame. And by doing that one too, you realize a lot of things have started changing in your life. That is Eselide Agbame. And every human being in every land is supposed to have their Eselide Agbame. And if possible, have the Esekpoli, which is Afa, also given. But before Esekpoli or Eselide Agbame, it is advised to have a seven, to be removal of a seven, or negative destiny should be removed, or alignment of your negative destiny with your positive destiny. That is where a seven rituals come in. Then there is a Esegbechichi. Esegbechichi is said in a way that when you were coming into this physical world, it is believed that at one point your destiny was living somewhere in the land of the ancestors. And then your destiny wants to travel, just like how you travel from one country to another. You need visa, you need passport, you need an ID card. You need those things to be able to go smoothly. Yes, some people have gone without the necessary documentation. That's why when they get there, they have challenges. They don't find things very easy, because when they ask you, let's see your documentation, let's see your visa, let's see you don't have, but you sneak in. And when you sneak in, you will be having challenges. I'm just using a physical presence to represent these things. You will sneak in, you will get there, you will be living there, but you cannot have the comfort like people who have gone with proper documentation. So you will be having challenges. So it is again in Esegbechichi. When you are coming into this world, some people sneak to come in. And when they came into the world, they are having challenges continuously. And some people, they came properly, but they made a pledge that when they come into this world, this is what they will do, that's what they will do. And after their mission is completed here, they will now go back to where they came from. That's where Esegbechichi comes into play. Maybe you made a pledge to your Ese Dada, which is the Mau Ese. It's a female god in Ewe. Mau Ese is a female goddess. That's why we call it Ese Dada, which is not physical thing. But when you come in here, you represent that one so that you can relate to it. It's the one that sent you here. And it's the one that you made a pledge to, that when you come, this is what you do, that's what you will do. That is Ese Dada. That's why, like today is a Mother's Day, it's also a Ese Dada's Day, because Ese is a mother. And we all were born by him. And the Ewe, we were all born by her. And the Ewes celebrate Ese Dada, like how every child celebrates their mother, more than all the other gods in the Ewe Trinity. They celebrate the Ese Dada more than the this thing. So when you have a Esegbechichi, for instance, you say that when I come into this world, I don't want to have a child. Okay? You told your mother that, oh, I'm going to the world, I'm going to do everything, I will do everything that everybody is doing, but I will not have a child. So the day I will have a child, or the day I will give birth to a child, I will just die together with the child. If the people force me, or situations force me to have a child, I would rather die with the child. Or people will say, when I come into this world, I will not marry. I will have affair, sleep with men and women, but I will not marry. So when the person comes into this world, you see that challenges will be coming in their life, especially when it comes to romantic relationship. And it is only through consultation, spiritual consultation, that it can be identified, or that this is the reason why the person is having these challenges, is having that challenges. And then when the necessary rituals are done, then they can turn it. Each one comes with their own destiny. No two people have the same destinies, and no one can take your destiny away. People can prevent you from expressing and getting the full effect of your destiny, but no one can take your destiny or steal your destiny away from you. So people who say that I don't want to have a child, maybe they came into this world, people kept asking, why are you not married? Won't you marry? And then finally they decide to marry. And then when they get pregnant, they are going to deliver, they die with the child. And those are the people that Ewe say they died on their knees. So Ochi Ekoloji. So these are the different forms of essay. Kuchichi, essay quali, selide agbame, jobese. Jobese is the essay. People call it joto, amejoto, ejoto. It's all essay that people talk about. I don't know whether I'm clear. You are clear with the explanation.
What about the difference between essay one and essay bechichi? Is it similar?
Yes, essay one means negative destiny. Negative destiny can be part of your essay bechichi. Negative destiny can be part of your essay bechichi, because maybe you say that when I come into this way I'll be thief. And from your childhood you become a thief. But once you started growing up, you are going to be taking people's things. Or when I come into this world, I'm not going to walk. I would like people to be carrying me. I will not walk. This is it. Somebody is touching it. Is the plug?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Why won't you move it here? Okay. So the person will say, I don't want to walk. I want people to be carrying me. And if that person doesn't walk in life, it means it is his destiny. That is where essay voix comes in. And then, of course, essay voix will come, and then they will check, why is this happening? And then if it is in like that, then immediately they have to change it. And then there is the apevime essay, they play apegame essay bechi dede. But you know, in our Evedome, where we come from, we are not very deep into a seven and a solidly as such. We have what they call bechi or aklama. And in the Evedome, they will create a aklama. They carve it from a wood, a particular wood, maybe this akuko, the yellow berries, akuko, because that is the tree that represents a jomese in Ewe. So they may cut, they will carve the aklama from that tree and do the necessary ritual so that they change it for you. Before they will do that, they will do the aklamavon, which they will carve the aklama, but they will cut the legs, cut the arm, means it's a negative one. Then this one, they will use it to do rituals and go and throw it away, either in the forest, near the river, or in the mountains, or at the border, whatever, garbage place. They will remove it and throw it away. But from the area in Agotime and from Agotime Adaku going to Ave area and the southern side, that's where they use the clay to put the solid garment. But some people's essay also does not sit inside plate. It stays. It say the essay wants to be in a boat, so they have to carve it and put it inside boat. Means maybe that person's essay is a water-bodied entity, so it wants to be in a boat. So there are so many differences when it comes to essay, form, essay lily, and bechi. In the Ewe domain, we will deal mainly with bechi and akraba. And bechi, there's a herb that when they remove your fingernails and your armpit, pubic hair, and the hair from your head, they will use your old pants to sew clothing for the wood that is carved. They will put that herb inside your clothing. And once they start to repeat the incantation, it comes on you like a possession. And they will guide you. You will run until wherever you fall down at. That's why they will dig the hole, bury your servant there, Bechivon there, and it is gone from your life. So there are so many techniques depending on the locality, the environment, and they are all Ewe's, but these are all in Ewe. But it is just important that your destiny, your job essay, has to be properly aligned so that your life can take a good course. And as I said many times, the Ewe celebrate the name Ese more than all the other deities or gods in the Ewe cosmology. That's why we have names Sena, Seto, Senyu, Seli, Sedinam, Sebuabe, Sechuafia, and all those Ese. They are just talking about Mau in another form. Because Mau, in the word Mau, is actually not the name of God. It is just an adjective qualifying an entity. It's an adjective describing what God is. Emaiu, that which is above. That's all.
So when you do a sermon on the day, which is the discarding of the negative destiny to align your positive destiny, is it that you totally get rid of the negative destiny and no bad thing happens to you ever again?
No, it is not so. That's why I'm using the word alignment. It's not because they remove your negative destiny. That means nothing bad again will happen in your life. The things that will happen and destroy you would be kind of aligned such a way that even though you may be facing challenges in life, but it will be less easier for you to go through life also getting your good things and good things coming towards you. The things that will destroy you will not happen. However, if these things are not done, you can be somewhere without any reason. Problem will come there. You who have not committed any crime or any bad thing may be picked up. Maybe the way they look at you, and before you know, they throw you in a place that you don't like, and you cannot come back. Or you will be sitting down in your house and a stray bullet from anywhere can come and hit you and take your life away, because that is inside your destiny. But since it has not been aligned properly, or you will be looking for a job, they will be taking everybody, but the moment they see your face, they sack you. You have not done anything wrong, but they just say, no, hey, tell that man to go. He should not come near you. You will not know what you have done. People will be going, but you will go, and you will not meet it. That's why there's a song in Ewe that Medi chabe mapo akwa dada afisia mole elau demle jogbe se no amemu nye jogbe se jijimeke ocho afi kuku konyeya mefo, which simply meant because of my destiny. People are going to the beach and they are fishing, they are getting, and because of my negative destiny that is affecting my life, I went there. I only found a dead rat or a dead mouse, not even a living one. Meanwhile, people are coming home with baskets of fish and other things. You went there, you only found a dead one. What will you use it for? Means your destiny is not in a proper way. The negative destiny is more stronger than the positive. So it only gives you bad things. So it is very important for people to actually align their negative destiny and positive destiny so that they can have a balance. Balance is the key. To have a balance so that one is not heavier than the other. So sometimes you drift towards the good, sometimes you drift towards the bad. But the bad should not be heavy that when you drift towards it, it pulls you down completely. This is what alignment of negative essay rituals are.
So, Baba, so say someone's negative essay is more dominant in their life than their positive essay, and they go to job interviews, they sack them, people don't want them around, and the person doesn't know that it's their destiny that is worrying them, and this person happens to have this Akai oil. Will that Akai oil help permanently, or?
Yes, I mean, so Akai oil will help to some point. That's why we are selling the three together, because the soap is going to enhance your aura. The fumigation is going to cleanse your environment, your location, your room, your wherever. And then the oil will attract you. But that doesn't mean that for the rest of your life, everything is going to be going on well. But when you wear it, it's like wearing a uniform. Okay? If you see people who are actors, sometimes an actor will wear the uniform like a king or like a chief, but is he really a chief? But people will be paying respect to that person because he looks like a chief. But when he puts that clothing down, he becomes an ordinary person. So these oils and all this thing is to enhance that appearance so that people will accept you no matter what is your situation. People will accept you, and then you can go through the gate easily than getting stuck up at the gate. That's why we call it aura enhancing soap. It enhances your soap, your aura. But while you are using these things and you begin to see positive results from whatever you are using, you will definitely have the desire to know more and get more information about yourself. How can I make these things to be permanent? And that is where people may come to do negative essay ritual or setting up of essay, and also probably do Afa initiation and other things. But this, even though people's negative essay and all this may be hard, you are using something to cover that in order to appeal to other people. Does it make sense?
It makes sense.
Are you okay for now?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to TikTok, and we have Phil's Mike. Is a Papa, good evening. Hello, Phil's Mike. Good evening to you. I hope you are fine. Thank you for joining the section. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well, and happy Mother's Day to your mother. Thank you very much. And then we have a Bright Joy. Say, please, want to visit you, sir. How can I visit you? I'm from Nigeria. Okay, Bright Joy. I hope you are doing well. Happy Mother's Day to your mother and to all the good ladies in your life, all the mothers in your life. Our telephone number is inside our profile, and you can call the number and book an appointment, and you can see me, and you can also have a consultation done for you. Thank you very much. And then we have AI Genius. Say, what about alligator pepper? Alligator pepper is one of the tools used in initiation and in empowering Voodoos in Ewe culture. Thank you. And then we say, I'm really learning something from you, Papa. I like your teachings. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much, Mr. Ima. And then we have Unwabi say, good evening, Papa. Hello, Wabi. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's session. I hope you and your family are fine. Happy Mother's Day to you and also to your mother. Thank you very much for joining today's section. And then Phil's Mike is saying, Papa, please, when is the perfect time to book an appointment? Any time is a perfect time to book an appointment. You can even book an appointment now. They'll tell you the time that will be available, and then you can come in. Because we book appointment for people, and people come according to what time that we give them. Because there are some people already in the line, and we cannot jump you over. But when they book an appointment and you are lucky that they give you a short time, then that means the people are not in the line. So anytime is a good time to book an appointment. And then we have somebody with the name Energy. Say, Papa, good evening. Hello, Energy. Good evening to you. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's session. Happy Mother's Day to your mother. And if you are a woman, happy Mother's Day to you. And then Daddy say, your work has no power. I pay you a lot of money for a job on get no results. Okay, Daddy, I'm very sorry. I don't know who you are, and I don't know. Don't worry, I don't know who you are, and I don't think you have paid me any money, and I did not do any work for you. So please stop telling lie. The people who are on this page and those people that don't living, and those people that I have worked for, they are the testimony. I believe that some of the people I work for are on this page, and they will tell you that my work, I have done work for people and people got results. If you haven't got results, then I was not the one who did the work for you. Thank you. And then, some of you people just want to come and disturb my teachings and put things out there in order to denigrate what we have been doing for years. Which year did I work for you? How much money is the lot of money that you paid me and you didn't see the results? Let's move on. And then we have Maria Portiz once sending us heart me ×1. Thank you very much. And then Agbevivi said, Papa, are herbs voodoo on their own? A herb like Voncujovi, a voodoo? Yeah, the Ewe say Amma Enyu, which simply means that herbs are spirits or herbs are God. So that alone, that statement alone is telling you that, and that herbs are spirits and they are part of the world. How do I say? Yes, herbs are spirits on their own. That's why the combination of these herbs together is what creates a voodoo. But one single herb can also become a helper in a way that you will just use that herb and you begin to see changes in your life. So I can affirm and attest that herbs are voodoo. And Voncujovi is also a voodoo, like what I was teaching. And then Agbevivi went on to say, Papa, why is it that an individual can only ask most deities a yes or no question? A yes and no questions are only asked to when after the reading. Then it's a yes and no question, because the Afa oracle is based on a binary. And then, of course, if you have a deity, until your ears open, even the yes questions that you are he or the voodoo is answering you, or the no answer that the voodoo is giving you, if your inner eyes are open or ears are open, you hear more about why that no or why that yes. But on the surface, it is just the yes and no and for you to be very sure, because if you add too many questions where some of them are yes, some are no, and you ask them as one question, it is difficult for the Afa when you are asking a question. But if you speak what is if you address what is following you or your concerns, then Afa will go into details and tell you whatever is happening in your life, and it will come in a story form. But after that, and you want to ask, can I travel to Abuja? If it is yes, Afa will say yes, you can travel. And if it is no, Afa will tell you that don't travel. It is a no. But if you say, can I travel to Abuja or I should not travel? These are two questions inside one. Should I travel is one. I shouldn't travel is another question. So when you put questions like this, it is difficult for the Afa oracle that we are working with to say a straight answer to you. That's why we advise that you ask only a single question, and can ask many questions as follow-up questions, but you shouldn't mix the questions, the yes and no answers together, one question at a time. I don't know how it is with some other people. There may be people who may do answer in many ways, but the way we were taught and we are getting results out of it, that's why we are very strict on when you are asking a question, it is a yes or no. However, when you go into the mirror answers so many things and tells so many stories, and even point to locations and times and people's names and everything. That's what the mirror does. But my experience with the Afa is yes and no questions. Then we have a baby Papa. Please, assuming you were supposed to close the portal of death, and you had no nails, and you were completely bald, and you needed it, what can you do? When we get to that place, you can ask Afa what to be done if the person doesn't have nails, and whatever direction Afa gives us, we will follow. I am a human being. I cannot answer that question completely, because when I meet a person with a bald hair who doesn't have this, we will ask Afa what should be done when the person doesn't have nails and does not have a hair on their head. And I believe strongly Afa will be able to give us the correct direction, and when we follow, we'll get result. Because at the end of the day, it is the Afa who saw that the portal of death should be closed for the person. So it will also give us ideas on what to do. Yeah. And then Agbebibi went on to say, please, what is Aklama and what is used for? Aklama is the same as Ese, but it is the language used in Evedome, Bechi and Aklama. It's the same thing. That's what it is in Evedome. We don't use the word Ese very much, but we use Aklama and Bechi. Bechi is mostly the negative one, and Aklama is like a positive. So it's a positive destiny, I would say. Sometimes people will say Aklama Dina means your destiny has actually helped you get out of this. And Bechi is usually the negative side of Aklama. And that's why the Gans call it Beshi. It's a bad spirit that worries people. It is your destiny. It's not anything from anywhere. And then we have what is the saying? Logo kuku ha vodue, logo bagbe ha vodue. What it means that there is a tree called logo in Ewe. That tree in Yoruba is called Iroko. Iroko. And the Ewes adulterated it into logo. So Iroko is a tree that is believed in our traditional spirituality that it's a spiritual tree. And that tree can be carved into voodoos. It can also be carved into drums and other things. It's used for many things. So when they say logo kuku ha voodoo, what it means that even if the tree is dead, they can still carve it and it is going to be effective. When they maybe make it into a voodoo or carve it in the form of a particular deity, it works. And the tree by itself, logo bagbe ha voodoo, you can go to the tree and pray and you still get results. That's what it means by logo kuku voodoo, logo bagbe ha voodoo. Means whether the tree is dead or is alive, it has that power to be able to help you like a spirit. That's why we were saying that at the end of the day, nature is God and God is nature, and trees are part of nature. Thank you. And then NDC Enterprise sent a glow stick. Thank you very much, NDC Enterprise. We are grateful. And then Tampu also sent us heart me ×1. Thank you very much. And Tampu again sent a rose flower ×1. Baby TV sent us heart me ×1. And Baby TV sent rose ×1. Thank you all very much. I'm very grateful to your gifts, and may God and the ancestors continue to bless you. I'm very grateful. And then we have somebody's name is a Game Boy asking for location. Please go into our profile or type African Magic Temple in Google location and you will find us. I am Game Boy. Say, where are you from? I'm from Ghana. I'm a Ghanaian. Thank you. And then Pablo say, good evening, Papa. Hello, Pablo. Good evening to you. How are you and your family? Happy Mother's Day to you, to all your mothers and all the women in your life. And then Pablo said, I really, I don't know what that means. And then Cashback, he said, I know him. Thank you very much, Cashback. And Cashback, thank you. And Pablo said, please, do you do online consultation if the person is not around? Yes, we do consultation to the whole world. We work mostly for people outside Ghana than the people that we work for in Ghana. So we work outside Ghana. If you are not around, we can still do consultation for you. And then Cash Bag is saying Hohwe. Yes, I'm from Hohwe. I came from Hohwe. That's why I was talking about Bedeminago and the rivers in Hohwe. Thank you. And then Cashback also said something. He's a great man. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for that compliment. And then we have a Cashback, incredible magician. Oh, thank you very much. And then Jenny McAfee say, I like your teachings. I'm very grateful, Jenny. Happy Mother's Day to you. And then Uwambi said, that is why some of us, we didn't even respond to that comment. Papa, don't mind him. Yes, I know. Yeah, because, some people just come out, they want to disturb you. So, if you want to reach point, if you are from point A and you are going to point B, if you want to listen to all the dogs that are barking, you will not get there in time. So sometimes we just ignore such people. Thank you very much. And then Energy say, Papa, is there any ritual to protect oneself from witches? There are no permanent rituals to protect you from witches. However, when you do a reading or you did a reading, and in your reading it appears that witches are the ones that are disturbing you, there are rituals that we do to appease them, anti-witches rituals, to appease them so that whatever you are trying to get to, you get there. They will give you a leeway to go. But if I should say that there is a permanent ritual that you do and be free from witches, no, because witches are everybody. Witches are not some old lady or old man hiding in a room somewhere. They are the people you deal with every day, on daily basis. They may be from your family, they may be outsiders. What witchcraft actually is a mental energy that is directed towards you negatively. and it can come from anybody. So you can never ever be totally free from witches, unless of course you are hiding in a room and you don't come out. And even when people know that you are in that room and you are not coming out, they will say you are proud, that's why you don't want to come out. And people's thought waves will affect you. So witches, when a reading is done for you or consultation is done for you, and it appears that the witches are the ones that are blocking your chances or your progress or your development, there are rituals that we do to appease them, and then they open the door for you to move. But that doesn't mean that once they do that, it is permanently that you will never encounter any more of their actions. They will again come somewhere along the way when they see you progressing. And if you still want to continue progressing, you do what necessary to do, and they give you. They are like policemen, African policemen, who block the road for you, and they ask you, do you have this paper? You say, no, I don't have this. Okay, then you cannot go. We'll take you to court. And then when you beg them and appease them, they will say, okay, then go and fix that paper. Don't come here again. So, and then that doesn't mean that the next policeman on the road will have also seen your paper, so he or she will let you go. They may also arrest you until you are able to find all your papers, your car documents and everything in place. That is when you can have a strong argument. But even that one, they can choose to create any case against you by saying your tire is not complete or your something is not complete. So witches are like that. You can never totally overcome them, but you can go through life by knowing how to navigate yourself through these difficult waters. Thank you very much, energy. And then we say, you must say, Papa, it is just a form of distraction. Do not pay too much attention on it. Thank you very much, Mr. Ima. I'm grateful. Yeah, some people are just angry that I am on this program and I'm teaching. So from time to time, we see these people coming with all kind of stories just to distract me. But I'm not a child. I've been around for a long time, and I know what I have done for people. And if I work for you and you are not successful, then there is something wrong with you, not with me. Then Energy said, Papa, I said, oh no, Pablo said, can I book an appointment without being in Ghana? Yes, you can. You can book an appointment without being in Ghana. We do. That's why I said that we do most of our work outside Ghana than in Ghana. And then Energy said, Papa, is advisable to consult your destiny before doing it? Yeah, it's advisable to have a spiritual consultation to know what is going on, what is going wrong in your life, or what is going wrong behind the scene in your life, to know exactly where you are and what to do. That's why consultations, spiritual consultations are very, very, very important. Thank you very much, Energy and Pablo there. And then Adbevi said, "That's you are the one asking."
Does magic have anything to do with voodoo or something?
No, you see, in magic we have two types of magic. We have what we call temple magic, which includes spirituality, or which involves spirituality, voodoo, and everything. And then we have what we call the entertainment, vaudeville entertainment magic, which is entertainment, pure entertainment on stage. So even the spelling of magic that is done as a spirituality is different from magic that is done as an entertainment. Entertainment magic is only tricks, illusions, and fantasy. And it is spelled M-A-G-I-C-K, C without K. But then spirituality comes with a magic. It's also a magic. It's called M-A-G-I-C-K. So there are two differences in the spelling, and they mean two different things. So entertainment magic has nothing to do with spirituality. It is pure entertainment.
So according to you, so when you were growing up, you were a sick child.
The reason why you being a sick child, is it because of the spiritual part when you grow up or something?
I don't know. I only knew that I was a sick child and my mother has taken me to all kind of this thing. But that would depend. It's also my destiny. That's what my destiny has brought me to, so that I am a sick child. That doesn't mean necessarily that because of my spirituality or whatever. I cannot tell, but I know I was a sick child and my mother took me around to be strong, and today here I am, and I am doing spiritual work, helping people and helping myself. So I don't know.
So you're trying to say it was part of your destiny?
Yes, of course. Everything that happens to us in our lives are part of our destinies. Nothing happens without the destiny being the main cause. Thank you. And then Ashford sent us rose flower times 1, and then Ashford again sent us rose flower times 1, and again another rose flower times 1. And then we have Tampu sending us a rose flower, Rosa. Okay, it's two different things. Send Rosa times 1, and then Tampu sent another Rosa times 1. And then Ashford again sent rose flower times 1. And then Ashford is here for Voncujovi. How are you? I am very good, Ashford. Thank you very much for sending all these beautiful flowers to me. I'm grateful. Yeah. And then we have a user with ending 8538. Sam Collins. I want to check if I'm spiritually protected. How can you check if you are spiritually protected? Don't you know yourself whether you are spiritually protected or not? Spiritually protected people, they work for it. It's not like you are born and then you are spiritually protected. You have to look for it. You have to work for it to be protected. So if you don't know, or you have not made any effort to protect yourself spiritually, don't have a dream and imagine that you are spiritually protected. Who is protecting you spiritually? If you yourself, you have not worked for it. It's just like you are asking me that, do I have a plate of food in front of me? If you have a plate for food in front of you, is it me who you will ask? You will know. If you don't have a plate of food in front of you, you will know. It's not me who doesn't know you and you don't know me. You ask me here whether you have a plate of food in front of you. How can I know whether you are spiritually protected or not? It's you who will know, not me. Thank you. And then what does K stand for? Spiritual magic. I don't know what it stands for, but when you go into the dictionary or this, you will see that all mysticism, all spiritual things, Kabbalah and all these things has the K at the ending when they are talking about magic, exotericism or esoteric spiritual science. When they write magic, they put the K at the end. I don't know what I don't know what the K stands for, but I only know that the magic that is spiritual, or when they want to call magic spiritual thing, or call it spiritual magic, they can write K at the end. I don't know what it means. Thank you very much for that question. And then quick one, say Voncujovi, I want to meet you one day. I am around anytime. Quick one. Thank you very much. And then again, same question. Say Voncujovi, I want to meet you one day. Yes, definitely we will meet one day. Thank you very much. And then Uwabe saying thank you there. Thank you very much, Uwambisa. Thank you very much. Check other places and see if we have any. I think we don't. And then we have a Mediosia Lafontaine 648 saying hello. Yes, hello to you. Mihai. Is it Mediosia? Okay, Mediosia Lafontaine hello to you. Thank you very much for joining the section. Okay, so we don't have many questions on YouTube and okay, so we have a quick one. Say, please, your location. Quick one. We are located in Accra on the Spinters Road. You can always get us by getting our number in our profile, or you can also Google our name, Africa Magic Temple, and you will know our location. Thank you very much. And then we have Why Awal at Quick One. Let's say Spinters Road. Okay, thank you. Telling Quick One there at Spinters Road. Thank you very much. And then Wabi said, Papa, thank you for tonight's session. My battery is about to die. Thank you very much, Wabi. We'll see you again next time. Thank you very much. And as I said earlier, we had we have midweek sections on Wednesday from 11 p.m. Ghana time to about 2 a.m. Thursday dawn. So those of you who want to join and ask questions and have time, you can join us on our midweek section. And then we have a quick one, say a while at why a while, say all right, and then quick one saying thank you, boss. Thank you all very much. And then we have the King of Peace 3 saying, do you do this every Sunday, please? Yes, we do this every Sunday, but for the past 7-8 years, we have been doing this every Sunday. Thank you very much, King of Peace 3. And the energy is, Papa, please, I want to understand the symbol on your profile. We have an axe. We also have a Jopata ring, which is this bracelet. And then we have the eyes of the cowries. And then we have the Voodoo, what is it? The Voodoo is Woli Godo or Woli Gunda. That's it is called in Yoruba Ifa. We call it Woli Godo. Those are the symbols. So the axe represent the authority that when I was finally initiated to be a priest, to continue where the old man left off. That's the axe that he gave me as an authority, just like the magic one in other spiritualities. And some people have sword. Mine is an axe. And then the bangle, which is one of the patron deity of our shrine, is there. Then, of course, the cowries as eyes, because we are seers. We look into the future, we look into the past, and we also sketch the present. And then the Oliwogodo, which is simply go back to your past, or Sankofa, is the body of one of my sons. And that's why we created this. It was my children who created our logo. So those are the things in it. And then King of Peace 3 said, oh, thank you. And then the King of Peace 3 said, do you teach in the temple every Sunday? Yes, we teach every Sunday. Unless, of course, we are not in Accra. If we travel, we still work from wherever we go, but it may not be in our shrine, but it may be in different places. But we teach almost every Sunday. Yeah, thank you. And then the King of Peace 3, is it everyone that can come to the temple? Everyone is allowed to come. We don't discriminate. Everyone can come. And then we have Amenuglo Joseph. He said, please, I want to come to your place. Hello, Amenuglo Joseph. Thank you very much. And you can pick the number from our profile or type into a Google map, Africa Magic Temple, and you can easily get in touch with us. And then the King of Peace is it a group? I have to join, or everyone can come and go. We don't have a group. We don't have a group, and it is not a church, and it is not a congregation, and it is not a cult whereby people come and join together before I teach. I am just teaching. If you want to come and listen, you can. If you want to listen online, you can. We are not a group like church or those things. We don't do that. That's not what is. That's not the aim of our shrine. The aim of our shrine is to teach, and it is not a group thing. Spirituality to us is not a group thing. It's an individual thing, and everybody can practice on their own without joining any group. So we don't have a group to join. And the King of Peace said, what is the time for teaching on Sunday? Our program starts from 2:30 p.m. and I sit down around 4:30 and sometimes 5 p.m. depending on how many number of people who join the teaching. So we teach from that time from 2:30 p.m. up to 7 p.m. on Sundays, and a lot of people join us online around the world, because it's not a group thing whereby people have to come and sit down. You can ask your questions wherever you are in the world and we'll be able to answer. However, if you want to do a consultation, a spiritual consultation or a reading, then you need to book an appointment. You can be anywhere in the world and we can still do your spiritual consultation for you. And then again, the King of Kings asking, what is the time on Sunday? It's 2:30 p.m. We play videos, and then around 4:30, I sit down myself. Thank you. Yes, ask the question.
So, Papa, it's your aim in this shrine, right, to change the whole world, like to come back to their real practice?
No. It's not my aim to change anybody. My aim here on this program is people who are looking for the truth, people who are seeking truth, is what we are teaching. If you are interested in changing your life and you are looking for the truth after so many years of struggling with deceit and lies, they are the people we are here for. We are here for people who are looking to know the truth, who are looking for reality than drama and illusion. And then we have a King of Peace. Okay, thank you. I love learning. We all do. And then I'm ready to learn. We are all learning from one another. Thank you very much, the King of Peace. So we are now 7 o'clock and we'll be closing today's program very soon. So if any of you have any questions or comments or any greetings, please just send it quickly so that in the next 5 minutes we'll be closing today's section. And then we have Medusia. He said, love for cases 4:8. He said, greetings to all of you. Thank you very much, Medusia. Happy Mother's Day to your mother and to all the women around you. And then we have at Juliet A6677. Good evening. Hope you and the AMT family are well. Yes, Juliet, we are very fine, and I hope you and your family are doing well. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you very much. Then Juliet 6677, please, is there any philosophy or practice in keeping the clothing or belongings of a person who has passed? Is there any philosophy or practice in keeping the clothing or belongings of a person who has passed? Any negative consequences to that? It depends, because in Ewe land or in Voodoo, when a person dies, the person's things are usually brought out to show to the public, to the community, to the family, that this is what the person has done in their life. This is what is left of what the person has done in their life. or what the person has acquired in their time on this earth. And these things will be distributed among family members and loved ones. Everybody may take one piece of that. And of course, the bigger chunk of it goes to the children or to the family. However, if the person has written a will down that all my properties should be given to a particular person, then that person will inherit what the what do you call it? Then that person that the things have been given to will inherit the dead person. But if a person dies and you keep, you happen to be a family member, maybe you are the child, you are daughter, or you are son, and you decided to say, oh, because it's my father's thing, so I will keep them, I will not let anybody take it. Sometime the dead person may come and attack you. It's proven many times, and it happens many times. So if you are keeping somebody's who had passed on things with you, I will say that first do a reading to find out if keeping those things with you are going to cause some problem or give you some negative consequences or not. Because it is only through consultation and spiritual reading, spiritual consultation and reading, that you will know the actual thing. I here can say anything that, oh, it's okay, you can keep them, there will be no negative consequences, because I don't know the person who has passed on, and I don't know the relationship with you and that person. And even if I know, it will be better we let the person, you do a reading, then you find out whether it is okay or it is not okay. If it is not okay, then the spirit world will direct you on what to do to make things easier for you and for the dead person. Sometimes when a person dies and you keep their things, the person feels that you are trying to hide their head. You don't want to let people know what struggle they came to or they had faced when they were living. This is the challenge. So the Ewes usually will let everybody come around and see what the person had worked for, and then they will give some to some other people, and that's it. So you, Juliet, I will advise that you look for a spiritualist to do a reading for you, so that you can find out if it is okay or it is not okay. Then we have Kosi Damali 8772 say, it sounds like there are differences between the various spiritual practices between Central Ewes and Southern Ewes. What are the main differences and why are there differences? Because the Ewes are, like I said earlier, the Ewe people speak different dialects. And some of their spiritual and cultural practices are a little bit different depending on the location that they are. The people in the domain are not people who are around a lot of big waters, or they are not around the ocean. And people who are around the ocean, who are the Southern Ewes, usually have their own spiritual practices, and then also they had relationship with other nations along the coast. Like the Anglo people came in contact with Afa long ago, before the Ewe people start to even do Afa. In our area, like where I came from, Hohoi, all the people who were Bokors in that area, except my grandfather, were all from the southern part of Volta region, or the Ewe land, and from Togo, Benin, and other places. My grandfather came in contact with Afa because he married an Anglo woman, And I think, and being a spiritualist and marrying that woman, probably through that he was able to get Afa. Or maybe during his courtship with that our grandmother, maybe that is when he got to know Afa. Or Afa might have, maybe his desire to learn Afa, that's why he ended up with marrying an Angolan woman. But most Ewes do not know Evedome, not Ewes. The most people in the Evedome may hear the name Afa, but since I was born, I haven't seen many Evedome people practicing Afa, especially in my village. Maybe in other parts of Evedome, people practice Afa, I don't know. But from my village, I have not seen people practicing Afa. And all the people who have practiced were people who migrated from other parts of the Ewe land into our community. So that may be one of the reasons. But we have spirituality is one. Only maybe the approach to it is different. But the Evedome people are mainly on Joka and Etro, whereas the people in the south side also have Joka and also have Etro and Voodoos. But the area, the central areas, we are mainly about Joka and Besa and Etro. From my own research, I can tell that there are so many differences, but these differences can be merged and we find a total understanding. Thank you very much, Mercy Damali 8772. Then because say, oh, thank you for your explanation, for the explanation. I'm grateful. And then Mediosia LaFontaine said, in this extended, what can you do to push a business dealing to your favor? They are taking advantage of you and you need to protect yourself. Do a reading and the reading will give you direction. Do a spiritual consultation and in the consultation you will know what to do, because everybody has a different way and everything in spirituality is different. We are all not the same. The kind of business you are doing may not be the same as the business I do. So I cannot give you a general answer. The business that you do and you want to protect it, you know. And when you want to find out how to protect it, the spirit will give you a direction through Afa or through the mirror or through other spiritual consultation to let you know what to do. Thank you very much. And then we have our sister Juliet say, thank you, Papa. Thank you too. It's been a while. And then Juliet, I will come visit soon. You are always welcome. I am here. And then Mediosia LaFontaine 648 say thanks. And thank you too. And thank you all very much for being here this evening to be part of today's section. I am grateful to all of you for coming. And then I think on TikTok we have Fresh Richie. Okay, Tampu say at African Magic, how much is consultation? Our consultation in Ghana, if you are living within the borders of Ghana, our consultation is 500 Ghana cedis plus 2 bottles of Bombay Sapphire Dry Gin. You can get Bombay Sapphire Dry Gin at liquor shops and at the malls that sell liquor. But if you live outside of Ghana or outside the borders of Ghana, our consultation is $165. You convert it into your local currency. Thank you very much. And then Fresh Richie said, how much is the soap? The soap is not the soap only, but the package is $75. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are done. Are we? Okay, so let me pour some water for the ancestors and then we can close today's session. So because of Paul Damali, I'm going to try to pour libation in English language, and let's see. Oh, I thank you, all the ancestors on my side. I thank my grandfather, Bobochi. I thank my grandfather, Bomigodo, Kluchakuma. My grandmothers. I thank you all. I call Akubia Mensa, and I call Doliekwe Mbe. I thank you all. I call upon my brothers, my uncles, my aunties. I pour libation. I call on Awunotuji, Bokotuji, Tometuji. I pour libation. Hey, I call Akai, but you were kind, when you were kind, and you were kind. I pour libation. Tobe Jopata, you are Bochi Sakraka. I pour libation. Tobe Glimdo, I pour libation. Tobe Pechu Manyame, Na Gojo, Na Sakumono, I pour libation. All the Vodus and the ancestors that work with me, I'm thanking you for today's work, and I bless all the people who watch today's program and those who will be watching today's program later. May this coming week, starting from today, 10th of May 2026, be a successful week for all of them. May the ancestors continue to make you all great. Aimba, I call upon you. Thank you, everybody, and we are done for today. Put the TikTok off.